I have 100 days to beat the island, Ark's first ever map, but playing it normally would be way too easy. I needed something that would actually hurt. That's why I decided to ban myself from one of the most fundamental mechanics of any survival game: crafting. No engrams, no blueprints, not even a stone pick. That means every tool, every weapon, and every saddle has to be found. And suddenly everything that you take for granted becomes a serious problem. At the start, I genuinely didn't know if this challenge was even possible. Here's the story of how I tortured myself for 100 straight days. I hope you enjoy it. I started day 1 as any sane player would by spawning at West Zone 2 for a note run, but got cut off by Helena assaulting my ears before I could even play the game. The game spawned me about 6 miles away from the first note, but I got right to work. Note runs give you huge XP boosts early in progression, so they're the fastest way to level up without having to craft or fight anything, which I will be doing neither of for a while. Out of old habit, I unlocked a few engrams, but those engrams were as useful to me as Aquatica was to Ark Evolved. This did make me realize something though: in a run like this, old habits were going to become a liability very quickly. Taking out all 4 of this map's bosses on alpha difficulty without ever crafting a single item was going to be the hardest thing that I've ever done in gaming. Since I couldn't craft anything for XP, the note run had to go well. If I died during it, I'd waste tens of levels that would take hours to get back. Dying would also block access to the best drops on the map for a huge chunk of the challenge, which I could not afford. I only needed level 60 for red drops, which were the highest tier drop on the map that could give me game-changing loot at a moment's notice. This means that on my settings, I only needed the first 6 or so notes in the run to hit level 60 and be set for the entire challenge. After the first 5 notes, I went down the hill the wrong way and missed the 6th note. Go me. I have 7,000 hours in Ark, by the way. But you probably couldn't tell. I found a moss chops on the beach, which would be really helpful for extra weight and the ability to ride it without a saddle, but the taming requirement for them is randomized, so I'd have to get lucky to get one. I grabbed refreshing salt water from the ocean to stop myself from dying of dehydration, and in that short window, Adillo scarred the moss chops so badly that it no longer had any interest in helping me during the challenge. I then took a walk of shame back up the hill to redeem myself for somehow messing up the hardest thing to mess up in the entire game, and by the time I got back into the woods, it had finally turned to night. In the pitch black night, I started starving because things weren't going poorly enough already, made it back up the hill by surviving on a random assortment of berries, then this asshole tried cutting my note run short. Yeah, I can't deal with this bug, I don't have any weapon. After breaking my ankles, shins, and calves about 12 times, I decided enough was enough and went back to the beach to go to the next note. I then got distracted by 2 less traumatized moss chops than the one from earlier. Giant bee honey. Yeah, dude, like, Miho berry. It's actually doable. Getting this moss chops was super lucky because it was one of the few creatures that doesn't require me finding a saddle or tranks for it to be useful. Now I just had to figure out what to level it in. Maybe I just pump weight on this thing and just make this like because realistically, I can't even make chests. So I'm gonna have a problem with storing resources, right? I was not wrong. Since I'd been starving for a while and used my only food to tame this glorified U-Haul truck, I decided to fix my food problem. In this situation, Jace has 4 options. One is to simply go over to the bushes, farm berries, and munch to his heart's content. Option 2 is to assault this dodo right here.
Why you bully me?
Option 3 is to kill this other dodo right there. And option 4 is to I'm just dead. Why is it not fighting them? That's super lame. So that was definitely a miscalculation by me. But I suppose this was one way to refill my hunger bar. I booked it back to the scene of the crime as fast as my stubby legs could carry me to see if I could save my pathetic moss chops from death by 1,000 cuts. There were some difficulties on the way back to the moss chops though. That's a raptor. Oh, yeah. A Sarco? Why is that a Sarco? That's not good.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Yeah, that's bad. Why is there a Sarco in this water? Seems like a horrible time for one. I get to land, I'm chilling, by the way. This thing is really selling a free kill. Oh, and death rolled me? Get off me. Yeah, we're good. That Sarko just completely sold the freest kill of his life. I have no idea how he messed that up. Alright, time to devise a plan and not get this Moschops killed. Can you chill? You clearly don't know how to fight anything. How do we start? I guess we just start farming drops, right? I really need to just wait around until a drop spawns, and then I need to go to it and farm it. That's really just it. I don't even know why I learned the axe engram by like habit. I can't even... It's even the point in me learning it, right? I can't even use it. Day 2 me thought this plan was golden. The next 98 days make Day 2 me look stupid. Never listen to Day 2 me. After a few minutes of farming berries and pumping levels onto my Moschops, I learned the first of many strategies that would make this challenge less miserable. If I turn off the clouds... There's a drop. If I turn off the clouds, can I see more? Oh, I can see way better at that. Oh look, a better drop. To go that way. Turning off clouds was such a no-brainer thing to do for a challenge where spotting beacons in the air was the entire point because they indicated where drops were. As I'm looking back on this, I can't believe I spent an hour of the challenge without thinking of doing that. I might as well have been playing with my damn monitor off the entire time. Anyway, I went over to get that blue drop I found and switched from riding the Moschops to having him follow me since his legs were even stubbier than mine and I had no time to waste. No more time to waste. Ark supply crates come in 6 tiers, with each tier offering better loot than the last. At this point in the challenge, overworld drops were my only source of gear, at least until way later. One thing I was already concerned about every time I was in non-open areas were Raptors jumping me. This is because due to my current set of equipment leaving me naked and defenseless, I could not scrap with anything that was faster than me. Raptors in the early game were basically going to be that one recurring villain that just never stops showing up unannounced, but instead of getting packed up easily every time like a gag side villain should, they're actually the Jurassic Park 3 Raptors that cause irreparable violence and permanent emotional damage every time. After about 2 minutes of running, my Moschops was already completely left in the dust, so add that to the list of things that are going wrong. Ironically enough, this drop dragged me right to the note that I couldn't find earlier. At least I finally got to loot my first supply drop. A ringed blue drop. Okay. Okay. That was a good drop. Did you hear the glimpse of excitement in my voice? Remember it. It'll be gone soon. I saw more drops off in the distance, so I started heading that way. Drop quality varies a lot in Ark, and if it has a ring around it like that last blue drop did, it's drastically better than a standard blue drop. This means that the best drop on the map is a red drop with a ring around it, and these drops have the power to single-handedly change the 100 days with one lucky roll. I ditched my Moschops again to move faster, but this second blue drop was not as good as the first. A mammoth saddle. See, and more pelt. I mean, we got some structures for a base. My bigger issue than that bad drop, though, was the fact that my companion was constantly slowing me down. Okay, I think my Moschops is drunk. We're traveling really slowly for this read. Is that a yellow drop? Is that a yellow drop? Because we're going for that yellow drop. That's way better to go for. Okay. I do have a blue light filter on my computer because I sit at a computer for 8 hours a day, so I really, I kind of need that. So I will say that some of these drops look exactly the same, and I'm definitely gonna travel across half the map for a white drop that I thought was a yellow drop at some point. I was not wrong about this. That being said, acting like I'd only make this mistake once was very naive. Yellow drops were the second best tier I could get on the map, and if I got lucky here, this drop could save me 20 days worth of pain. I had to go for it. It's in the redwoods? Dude, I can't go in the redwoods. Never mind. You gotta know your limits, and I have 0 melee weapon to deal with Thylas and horrible armor and a Moschop. Oh, shh. Oh, I'm definitely dead. Yeah, no, that's super. I don't know if one bite's gonna knock me out. It is. Okay. Oh, damn Trudons, dude. That's not good. I didn't find a torch. Although my greed for late game drops this early in the challenge got the better of me, I'm the kind of guy who learns from his mistakes and constantly evolves his strategy. While we're on the topic of strategy, I need to tell you about something that I'm genuinely hyped about. This strategy-based RPG game just released a huge collab event with Assassin's Creed, and as someone who played a ton of Assassin's Creed Unity and Black Flag as a kid, it was really exciting to see. Check this out. This update has Ezio, Captain Kenway, Bayek, Basim, and Kassandra, the roster is just stacked. 5 of the most iconic assassins are joining Raid as legendary champions, and here's the best part. You can unlock Ezio completely free by just logging into the game for 7 days after January 8th. What really impressed me is how faithfully they recreated each character. Ezio's hidden blade animations, Edward's dual cutlass fighting style, the visual details are genuinely top tier. There's also a special event dungeon where you can battle Pontiff Augustine, who's a religious zealot who's discovered a piece of Eden. You can fight him to earn time-exclusive chronophage gear and other valuable gear sets as well. What I appreciate most about Raid is the insane amount of ways that you can play the game. They have multiple PvE modes, a PvP arena, clan boss battles, and the other thing I really like about them is that they're constantly dropping content updates, which is very cool. If you download Raid through my link in the description or through the QR code on screen, you get 3 bonuses. You get the legendary champion Karato completely for free, plus 2 new epic heroes. You get Uugo at level 10 and Rector Drath at level 20. New players also get access to 6 different legendary promo code choices you see on screen now. My recommendation personally is to use Monkey King to unlock Sun Wukong. This Assassin's Creed collaboration is limited time only, starting January 8th. Make sure to use my link in the description or the QR code on screen. It supports my channel immensely and helps me in making more videos like this. Huge thanks to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring the video. It really helps the channel, it means a lot. Anyway, back to my strategy for world domination. That being said, I immediately hashed a new plan. Maybe we go a different approach, because I'm not getting that back, let's be honest. Maybe I go a different approach, maybe I spawn in a hard area and just try to get really good drops really fast. I'm inside a turtle, and that is a red drop on Karno Island. If you're not already aware, Karno Island, the place where this incredibly valuable drop was located at, is the most dangerous island on the entire map. Not only does this island have all of the most dangerous carnivores that the game has to offer, but it is also detached from the island by a giant ocean gap with many highly dangerous underwater creatures like megalodons, horrifying barracudas, giant and highly aggressive whales, and massive crocodilians. So anyway, I swam across with basically no issues and grabbed the drop without breaking a sweat. Please don't despawn on me, that'd be so crazy. Wow. Did I just combo with no arrows? Oh man. A Rex saddle is really good. I figured since I was already here, I'd stick around and see how many OP drops I could farm. And then I'd figure out traveling back to the mainland once I'd gotten a full set of broken gear. Karato aggro range is ridiculous. I really need to be careful with these things. Those are seriously going to be an issue until I can get a flyer. Okay, Trank Bolt Spears. Seriously? Spear bolts? That sucks. Wow, this is just so chaotic right now. There's a lot of things going on. Oh my god, that's not good. I'm out of stamina. That's bad. Please take a while to kill the scorpion. Please take a while. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. Frank arrows, right? You can use those to kill stuff. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't do this. Don't do this. Is this rock high enough? Okay. Hold on a second. Right? Crazy thought. I have some trank arrows. If I can get more trank arrows, there's like a 1% chance I can tame a Rex and I have a Rex saddle. That would be crazy. Oh, I got Titan boots. Oh, we need to go. Yeah, we need to go together. Right now. Right now. There's so many things over there. Why are you mad at me? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Don't be mad at me. I mean, it's slow. Thank God. It's another drop falling. Okay, let's go over that way. Wow, this is a way more fun way of playing this than I was expecting it to be. I thought it was gonna be like really brutal, but I'm just running around Karno Island like a psychopath with nothing on. This is great. More Ceratos are right next to the drop. It seems like if I grab the drop, another drop shows up really fast. It's good. You just need to never die. More? Dude, why am I getting spear bolts? Who wants these? Got some more armor. Nice. Every time I get a Titan piece of armor, I die. Purple drop on. Oh, that's purple drop on the island. Nice. If I can tame a Rex on this island and leave with a Rex, that's gonna be pretty legendary, honestly. Now, what the hell is that gonna do for me? Dude, there is no way a Karno's getting up here. This spot is so ass to get up to. At this point, I'd been waiting like 20 minutes for a new Karno Island drop to spawn, so I started to get impatient. I didn't want to just sit around here twiddling my thumbs doing nothing for hours. I'm not a politician. Eventually, a new problem popped up that was way more dangerous than any carnivore on the island. Temperature. You see, Carno Island, on top of having all those dangerous threats I listed earlier, also has the largest heat fluctuation of any location in the entire game. It can range from well below 0 degrees Celsius, which will freeze you in minutes, all the way up to above 60 Celsius on the hottest days. That's 140 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way, to all you eagle-loving Americans. Turns out the final boss of Carno Island wasn't carnivores at all, it was Celsius. This left me with no other choice. It was time to go back to the mainland and continue looking for high-quality loot over there. Okay, we have a problem. Problem is that I'm going to overheat and die. Oh, now a drop is coming down. Why is it? Oh, wild card. What in the f am I looking at right now? You came here a boy, we leave here a man. Hopefully an alive man. Oh, no. Swim, 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 swim. Just to clarify, if that jellyfish touches me a single time, I'm gonna look a lot like Andrew Garfield did in Spider-Man 2. Oh, I'm so fucked, dude. That's not good. Let's hope that it boosts me. Boost me this way. Boost me. Go, 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 go. It was never gonna be easy. Swim back to shore. What in the hell is going on? What? This game's horrible. This game is awful. There's such intense music. I can tank one more hit. Yes! That was close. I just need to sit here and naturally heal for probably 5 minutes. As I healed up, I realized the compo was only 103%, insulted the bow, and then spent 5 minutes doing research on what dinos I could tame. I only had 18 tranks total, which meant every wasted shot from here on out would be irreversible. Direwolves would be perfect for a run like this. Their speed was much higher than a normal player's sprinting speed, and they also didn't require a saddle to ride. There was a clear problem though. They don't come alone. As I was healing back up, I started to travel towards drops I saw off in the distance. This was also the moment I started my gradual transition into a mix of Gordon Ramsay when he doesn't know where lamb sauce is, and Steve Irwin.
Just trying to find some high quality loot drops to stay alive. However will I do it? Will me do.
Oh, I'm going British. I'm going insane. This challenge unlocked a personality trait I did not previously know I had. Since I was low in HP and these waters still had tons of sharks and piranhas in them, I went to a shallow portion of the river, then crossed like an epic gamer. Parkour. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. Since Ark is an asshole, a new purple drop spawned on Carno Island the second I left the damn place. I ran along the coast debating my next move. This area of the map had a lot of fast threats around me like Raptors, which were within earshot of me at this point, so I had to be extra careful because of my low HP. On the bright side, a few Raptors got murked by a trike, so that was one less threat to worry about. Little did I know, my ticket out of hell would show up sooner than I expected. $140? I mean, it's a 140 PT, the risk is good. If I can like actually be knocked, right? So no, even if I knocked that asshole out, I absolutely had no plan past that point. Also, side note, I got completely robbed. That second shot totally hit the PT. Burning 5 tranks here was the moment I learned how expensive being stupid was gonna be. I hadn't grasped how valuable every single item and resource was at this point, but don't worry, I will learn the hard way soon. Being stupid is not something that I'm very good at avoiding. I ate some more berries since I'd spent 80% of the first 5 days starving to death, and after a bit, I found a drop that didn't require me to blindly walk into another, far more dangerous jungle than the one I died in a bit ago. After 4 straight minutes of looking at the amazing loot yellow drops could reward me with, the drop finally landed. There's so many items in the game that could be helpful from these drops. So many items that could be helpful. Oh my god, a Diplodocus saddle? That's horrible. I mean, 5 shadow stakes is 5 shadow stakes, right? I'm being nauseatingly optimistic about the goddamn stake here. 5 stakes are not going to do anything for me if I keep getting dead weight like Diplodocus saddles. Although the drops were high tier in this area, actually getting to drops safely was a logistics nightmare. I couldn't go west because of the cold. Going back to Carno Island was really pushing my luck after already going back and forth once and the temperature already screwing me. And going into the forest was as good an idea as begging Ark to send a hit squad of raptors to my precise coordinates. Luckily, a drop spawned right on my head, so I just sat around for a few more minutes waiting for it. Oh man, I had a free blue drop. I can live with that. Thanks, game. While I was waiting, I scrolled through the engram list, grieving the predicament I placed myself in, contemplating how my life had gotten to this point. Diplodocus saddle, Oranio saddle, and an assortment of meats. What a day 5. I wasn't even hoping for anything specific. Almost anything these drops could give me would be useful. Tranks for taming, saddles for almost anything, a melee or ranged weapon with ammo, better armor, or literally tools would all be massive right now. Somehow I was going 0 for 6 on every drop. Surely my luck would turn around eventually though, right? So out of the dumb, dumber, and dumbest options I described a second ago, I opted to take my chances with the ninja raptor assassins in the jungle. Surely this will go exactly according to— oh no. Blue drop trapping me, dude. Not cool, 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 not cool. That's a lot of raptors. What the hell happened? It's beavers. Maybe the beavers can deal with the raptors. I want that drop. Give me the drop, give me the drop, give me the drop, give me the drop, give me the drop. That didn't seem helpful at all. Hide armor? Hide armor. That's what I just did all that for. You've got to be kidding me. So I did all that for a wooden shield and some chowder that might be helpful if I lived to see day 50. I had no other choice than to wait out the night and make my break for the coast at dawn. During the night, Troodons, the dinosaur that mauled me in the woods just 2 nights ago, were at their strongest and were way faster than I could outrun. And that's not even mentioning the other group of dinosaurs waiting for me to get off the rock. Dinosaur's getting assaulted. At dawn on day 6, I had my opening. I'm saying there's actually none around me. Oh.
Are you sure about that?
They're slow summers. Really important thing to know about raptors. They swim slow as shit. I can pop a focal chili and run for my goddamn life. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run for our goddamn lives. To the promised land, baby. The beach. Surely I don't run into 7 raptors on the beach so I can get some water. So I should not have said anything. I wanted to go down the river to get more central to the map because of this area putting me in near-death situations every 30 seconds. But as you may have been able to piece together by now, there was— oh, that ain't right, dude. Get off this fucking rock. Okay, I lost the sumo wrestle with the raptor. That's, I mean, fair. Super fair. Okay, okay, yep. No, it's definitely following me, guys. Dude, this is like, it's just parkour simulator, this whole thing. I mean, I got a shield, which is super nice. Did the shield break? Okay, no, it didn't break. So yeah, shield's fine. My sanity is beginning to not be, though. I'm also starting to think that I'm a cat and that I'm burning through my 9 lives left and right. If you're a pretty normal person and have aspirations to become a schizophrenic cat, scar yourself by spending a full calendar year of your life playing Ark, and then do this challenge. Works great. I briefly considered taming raptors, but then I remembered that I value my resources and those things suck. After waiting for the raptor to distract itself like a brain-rotted middle schooler, I made my great escape and swam back across the river. I also juked out a Pegamastix who was trying to rob me of the only thing I had left in my life, my assortment of meats. My armor was all about to break at this point, but the blue drop basically begged me to go back in the jungle.
Come into the woods, Jace. Loot and prosperity are in the woods. I might have tranks or a pteranodon saddle.
Dude, it's not gonna have a flyer saddle. This is your luck we are talking about. Do not go in the woods.
Even if you die, it'll be funny.
Okay, he has a fair point. Time to get lost in the woods again. That's so aid that I just fell on top of 4 raptors, bro. No way. Oh my god, the jumps are timed perfectly. Yeah, blue drop isn't worth it, dude. I'm just gonna die again. I don't even have anything I care about in this kit. But I just feel like this side of the map is the right place to farm. Like, there should be better drops on this side of the map. You know? I'm 6 days into this. I'm yet to find an item. Just not ass. The reality was that even though this area was crawling with things that wanted me dead, the drops just weren't giving me gear that I could use to get out of this on-foot part of the challenge. What I really needed was a mobility mount. Anything faster than my legs would be perfect for avoiding more threats and farming drops way more effectively. I just needed a little bit of hope.
Sounds like a drop. Is there a drop? I didn't see one before.
And I need to stop hallucinating things and get it together. At this point, the jungle, Carno Island, and the more central areas on the map were all no-goes, so I figured my last option was trying to tough it out in the tundra due to me having a piece of fur armor. Maybe I could find more armor up there before I froze to death. Only one way to find out.
Holy shit. Oh, now I'm freezing. I better just go back to easy areas. I think this is worth it.
In hindsight, I probably should have tried doing this during the day. Doing it at night was the icing on the cake. Get it? Icing. Anyway, I decided going back to Carno Island was my only way to make progress in this region of the map at the start of day 7. Being the brazen young man that I am, I was excited to get back to Carno Island, where drops spawn in open areas and I can actually see the danger coming before it was munching on me.
Carno Island is the move for this challenge. Okay. It's hitting me. Why is it hitting me? Thinking that I could swim faster right now. Dolphin. Yeah, body block this jellyfish. That's perfect. Holy shit, I actually body blocked it. What a legend. You jellyfish breaking my goddamn chest plate. Oh, bro. No way. No way. Why is there so much shit all of a sudden? And I'm dead. All right.
Ironically, of everything on and around Carno Island, the damn Raptors finally got me. Also, shout out to that Ichthy, he was a homie.
Maybe this part of the island is good. Oh, what? I spawned way further south. Put me in the swamp. Spawned me like in the middle of the swamp. What the fuck was that?
Day 7 is when I started doing this thing which was a foreign concept to me up until now, formulating a tangible plan. Step 1 of reformed Jace's Day 7 plan was getting up this damn cliff to the blue drop.
Let me the fuck up this hill. Let me up this fucking hill. I'm actually losing my mind.
As you can tell, this is when I really started to lose it, just a little.
A melee weapon. It was despawning and I got melee weapon. And a Sarko saddle.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and 7 days of being defenseless made this pike look a lot like Megan Fox from Transformers 2007 to me. I also knew immediately that this Sarko saddle could be my golden ticket. The Sarko is the fastest underwater tame on the map, so the saddle could save me from days of suffering. If I could knock one out. No, punching a Sarko doesn't work. Yes, I checked that on Dododex. That is how desperate I was. With this good luck, my plan was cemented. Low tier drops weren't flashy, but they were faster, safer, and more consistent.
Look, I can kill stuff. This is great. Oh my god, freedom.
I've never been this excited to kill a compy in my entire life, especially while naked on a beach 7 days into a save, but at least things were looking up now.
A few moments later.
It made it across that jump?
This area is so safe. Raptors can't hurt you down here. These giant deformed f***ing asshole head good-for-nothing chickens were about to be my 13th reason why. I'll cut to after I get near my bag again so you don't need to hear 3 more minutes straight of bleeps.
Uh-oh, that's not good to show. They need to fix something about these megalodons. This is ridiculous. I'm just swimming. I'm literally, like, it's pathetic. It's embarrassing, honestly, at this point.
If I avoid one more megalodon by literally just swimming normally, they're going to get placed on fraud watch permanently. I got my stuff back with no more raptor shenanigans. The one drop despawned, but it was a minor setback. I juked some alcoholics on the beach who had one too many, and then headed to the next blue drop.
Down on goddamn theory. What's up, dudes? More alcoholics. All right. This is great.
I really fit in around this portion of the map. I proceeded to go on a rant that I'll spare you from about how the devs of this game are drunk when balancing out the new dinos, and finally reached the drop. This was also the first time I seriously noticed the challenge of depth perception of Ark when you're not flying.
Makes it much easier to see like how far it is, in my opinion, if you're flying. When you're running, it's like, oh look, it's on the horizon. And you travel a million years and it's still on the horizon. Definitely gonna break something up at despawns in my face though. Oh, it stole my fucking hatchet! Oh, I gotta get the drop. Oh my god, another Sarko saddle. Okay, it's really telling me something with the Sarko saddle. I actually got a water jar, that's super nice. 47 arrows in a crossbow. Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, I cannot craft any trank arrows. I need to go find that. I go. Where the hell did that guy go? You have my my axe?
Upgrading from a stone hatchet to a crossbow, water jar, and tons of enduro stew was totally worth it. Day 8 started with me spotting a yellow drop landing on Herbivore Island, the safest place on the map. After spilling coffee on myself for the first of 3 times in this run, I realized I wasn't making it there before the drop despawned. Instead, I opted for this much closer white drop.
Let's keep that in mind with the Herbivore Island stuff. If we see another drop there anytime in the near future, we can make a trip. Food on during the day, honestly, arguably another drunk-ass creature. How's that white drop? Oh, it's right there. Sweet. Look at that green drop after, too. Let's keep the ball rolling, guys. I mean, most progress we've seen so far. Actual weaponry. Just keep the momentum going. Let's keep going. So where's Box? Drop plot. Let's keep the momentum going. I got fucking signs.
Feeling optimistic after that white drop, I had a good feeling about this green one.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh shit. How the hell did I not get aggroed? Oh, I did get aggroed. I don't have any shield or anything. I can swim. I can swim this way. Oh shit. I'm not going down to these fucking Raptors. Not doing it. Die. You. Alright.
I could finally fight back and actually kill what had been my kryptonite to this point in the challenge. I still left the area because one bad raptor timing with no armor could end me, and headed back to the shore for safer drops.
Look, a white drop. Alright. Go see what this has for us. Hopefully not more wall signs. That'd be awkward.
I then did a little parkour. Here's an accent update.
Good stuff. We've made it across the wall.
Sounds like things are going well. Ark?
Okay, leave me alone. You just ate 36 narcotics of mine. How the hell are you awake? A club. A club. It's good.
Yes, technically that club could knock out a Sarko, but it would take over 500 hits, so I still had my sights on a more viable option. I flung myself off a cliff as part of my master getaway, breaking any remaining bones that were still intact on the bottom half of my body. I then asked a question I didn't want to know the answer to.
I don't know what I can actually knock out with a club right now, to be honest, but that's progress. That is actually progress.
Since nothing else was spawning, I went to another white drop. I wasted a ton more pike durability bullying dillos on the way over. This challenge gave me a new appreciation for dillos because regardless of how bad your day is going, there's always going to be dillos out there having it even worse. After the Great Dillo Massacre of 2025, I took on my biggest enemy in a duel, steep elevations, and locked in. This white drop was going to be mine. Who cares how many times I fell down? I was going to persevere and see what this drop had to... Who am I kidding? I tried climbing for like 2 minutes and I gave the hell up. Screw that, white drops are ass anyway. Hills 1, Jace 0. Luckily, after this embarrassing defeat, the cousin of that family of dillos from earlier came back to avenge his fallen brothers, so my ego was restored instantly. Day 9 started with me heading back to the shore so that I could see drops easier. One of my biggest enemies on foot was trees because they kept blocking my view of where the damn drops were landing.
Good morning, Vietnam!
I played King of the Hill with compies and bugs on the way back. One of them had to be the Omni-Man of compies. He tanked 5 times more hits than the rest. Now that I mention it, I do have a jarringly clean hairline. Maybe I'm the villain of this story without even realizing it. Who cares? I don't have time to self-reflect. I have Sarkos to tranquilize and drops to steal from. First, I recruited an accomplice with 0 difficulty.
Not amazing, Tam, but I mean, it's a little bit of extra DPS, right? Which never hurts. Oh, that sucks. The 145, though, that's pretty cool. Couple more Mayho berries, and then we should be good for the tame on this little monkey bro. I was running around like a headless chicken. Why are you not hungry, bro? Hear me out. me ho boy. Ops, what was up? Did one of you dudes die earlier? MB?
Since I'm a basic ass person, I named the monkey Marcel and got its settings sorted out so that it could slow down threats for me. I ran around a bit and got mugged by various assholes. One of them literally robbed me and then thought we were buddies. Here, look.
Oh. I've accidentally tamed the bloke. That was not what I was intending at all. My bad, guys.
I decided to head toward Herbivore Island and started considering it as a potential base spot. This is because it was safe and actually spawned drops. That was for all you good people watching. I kept heading over towards Herbivore Island and a blue drop had spawned, so I was now multitasking. Things went smoothly for a while too. They really did. It's too bad this is Ark.
Oh, that's not good. So rude. Kept saying though, with the water, it's so easy to deal with Raptor. Throws back.
My soldiers push forward! My soldiers scream out! My soldiers run!
Alright, it's dead. It's only a 60 and it took 5 shots to kill it. Plus 2 whiffs because I suck.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm well past struggling with beach level threats at this point. I got my arrows back from the corpses and then kept on moving. As long as I avoided the Alpha Megalodon, I'd be set to grab this white drop and then go to Herbivore Island for the blue drop.
Oh, we're really putting those Dinotherium temperaments to the test now, huh? Just going for a little swim. Oh, Alpha Raptor too. That's awesome. That's really good. Super, super convenient. Alpha Raptor. Wow, that's the worst drop ever for the amount of risk I just took. Cool. What are we even getting here? Cooking pot actually could be good. That actually might be a good pull. No, that's not right. To be honest with you guys, this is the worst direction to go possible. Alpha Raptor and Trudons. I'm good. 130, yeah, that was pretty tanky. Okay. 9 arrows back. Could definitely be a worse RNG. We're gonna go back this way because screw walking past an Alpha Raptor to try to get to Herbivore Island. Maybe something a bit more achievable. Then once we get like a way to actually at least have a chance to get this Arco, then we can go try to get this Arco. I do think this Arco is a total game changer. If we get this Arco, I think this entire challenge changes.
What? Did you think that was a setup for me to die again? Have some faith. I have 7,000 hours. I would never die that easily. The Dinotheriums were still pretty new when I recorded this too, so I was really relieved to see that they weren't instantly hostile to me.
Little blue drop then. We've traversed much more dangerous jungles. It's gonna be interesting when we start eating rare mushrooms as our source of food. It's gonna be a pretty soon thing that happens.
Rare mushrooms were a risk I would have to start taking pretty soon. They give a ton of food, but they blind you for 10 seconds every time you eat one. With no armor, that meant trading the one thing that's been keeping me alive. Spatial awareness. Here's a good example.
I'm gonna start eating these. I blinded myself in front of a fucking raptor, didn't I? That's crazy. That's so crazy. Not a great time to eat some rare mushrooms. I'm blind for 18 seconds right now. That's a raptor. Oh, there's 2 of you. Okay. I'm overtired. Oh, why did I eat rare mushrooms? That was so dumb. That was so dumb.
I got one of them, but the stamina was just too low from swimming to take out the second one in time. Another mistake was naming the Mesopithecus after that dumbass monkey from Friends. No wonder it didn't do anything to help me against that raptor. Anyway, after getting my broken ankles gnawed on by piranhas, I was back to grab my stuff.
There's the raptor killing the meso, whatever. Screw you, Marcel, screw you, Marcel, screw you, Marcel. You are not a good luck charm. The soul of the meso? MLG shot. There we go. Alright, well, we were down a meso. We can just, you know, every time I tame something, it dies. So I don't think we can have nice things.
Like I said earlier, I learned my lesson when I mess up. This rare mushroom downside will be strategically avoided moving forward.
Yeah, let's eat more rare mushrooms. That went well.
I think the Raptors gave me CTE at this point because I was somehow talking myself into potentially taming some as a pack to surround me in my travels. Luckily, they put me right back in my place.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Okay, that's not good. Yes! That was, dude, I'm good with the parkour. Say what you want about my decision making right now with like how I'm going about getting the drops. I'm sure there's better ways to do this challenge than I'm doing it. But the evasion of raptors that I'm displaying on average is pretty. I feel like this is a pretty impressive level of raptor evasion that's going on here. Screw you. Screw you. A baby creature could be a really good way to tame something, actually. If I can get the saddle for it, that could be really interesting as our way of getting, like, stuff without getting tranks, just killing the parent, claiming the baby, and raising it. Okay. Yeah, I gotta think about stuff like this. Like, that's actually a good idea, and I never considered it for some reason.
Torches can be used to scare off Trudons, which are essentially unavoidable in any other way when they are active at night. I couldn't just hold out my torch the entire night since that would lead to it breaking quickly, so Trudons were only a threat if I didn't react fast enough. They're really fast and knock you out with as little as one hit, so the threat was still real. Basically, this torch was only going to be useful to me if I timed pulling it out perfectly, which is something I have mastered in real life, but not so much inside of Ark. The white ring drop I went to was terrible, only giving me an upgrade to my club, which was already one of the least useful items I was carrying. The campfire had a chance of being useful if I ever ran out of food, but white drops were definitely starting to feel consistently underwhelming at this point.
If I see a PT with a baby PT, I might actually just... Huh! You look at the timing on that statement. Okay. What the? How did I not hit this guy? There we go. Where'd he go? Okay, cool. Have this guy raise up. I mean, having the PT follow us is actually not a terrible idea.
My breeding rates are nuts because nobody wants to watch breeding, and I definitely don't want to do breeding, so I just played Protect the President for a few minutes while it grew up. Having it tag along gave me bonus weight capacity, and if I ever found a saddle, I'd be off my feet faster than you can like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Seriously, I'd appreciate it. This video has taken me forever to make. During this raising process, I also finally looked at the loot tables and made a concrete plan. The most important item I need right now is trank arrows. With enough trank arrows, my crossbow could be put to good use, knocking out just about anything in the game, including a Sarco, which I had a saddle for. Trank arrows show up most often in green drops, with higher quantities appearing more rarely in higher tier drops. This meant farming green drops would be my best course of action to get to the 30 or so tranks I'd need to guarantee a Sarco knockout. I've never been great at naming tames. Other creators pull banger names out of their ass like it's routine, and I'm sitting here with dumbass names like Marcel. After deliberating, I found one name that at least felt accurate for this Pteranodon. Useless. Maybe a saddle can let her get a real name someday. A Pteranodon saddle is one of the other items on my radar, just like tranks. They're found in purple drops primarily, which are the third highest tier drop. This was a serious issue because purple drops were about as extinct as Pteranodons in real life in this part of the map that I was traveling through. It was safe to say that I'd need divine intervention or pity from the devs themselves to take flight before day 20. The Ark gods must have heard my prayers because the first drop I saw after taming Useless was a purple drop. I just had to make it there in time to hope it would save me from more suffering.
Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. Please do not despawn. Oh, it actually despawned in front of our faces. Dude! Oh my god, right when you start getting momentum.
Momentum should not have been in my vocabulary at this point. I was practically begging that drop to despawn. I renamed the PT to Plan A to make her feel more special. She was actually Plan B behind just getting something to knock out a Sarco, which was far more likely than a purple drop giving me a PT saddle. After almost 12 real-life hours, I was finally back to the scene of my first demise. I somehow had more armor 10 hours ago. Even though this Pteranodon was a lot faster than my U-Haul truck from earlier, she was seriously starting to feel like dead weight. Somehow this prehistoric bird had issues keeping up with me, an idiot who was darting around aimlessly even though it was able to fly at absurd speeds. At this point, I'm starting to think maybe it's a me issue. Speaking of flying,
What the? What the fuck is that? Dude, if baryonyx are doing that and I'm stuck here on the floor on day 11, like, what on earth is going on?
putting that physics-defying Spinosaur knockoff behind me, I trekked on and got another white drop nearby. I was aiming for farming drops that were green and up at this point, but drops were really scarce, so I still grabbed white drops whenever they were easily accessible, just in case my dumbass overlooked a really good item during my planning. It was a good thing I did that, because I was then given the single best item that white drops had to offer me at this point in the run. A slingshot.
Oh, a slingshot. A slingshot. A slingshot. See, that's what I'm saying. I could miss stuff when I'm looking through it. And full thatch foundations. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is really good.
In normal Ark progression, a slingshot is used for about 5 minutes as a stepping stone before you upgrade to a bow and never look back. But in a challenge where I had to find every single arrow, bullet, and weapon in drops, the slingshot was genuinely perfect. It's a weapon which was ranged, could inflict torpor to knock out dinos, and I could farm unlimited ammo for it because it uses rocks from the floor that you just grab very easily. After dealing with being encumbered by throwing those structures onto plan A, I was on the move. This slingshot was exactly what I needed to get myself a Sarco, which was still the only mobility mount I had a saddle for at this point. Even though it would be a scuffed process, I knew I could pull it off if I just locked in.
Oh, shit. That's horrible. That's horrible. Well, I'm gonna have to respawn and grab my shit. That was a horrific time to drop off the map. Wow, that was bad. Why did the baryonyx that was glitching out actually just show up? Oh.
Well, I guess Wildcard thought it would be funny to launch a baryonyx exactly where it knew I would stumble off a cliff. Can never have nice things in this cursed game. Luckily for me, I'm well equipped with dealing with Ark shenanigans and mishaps. I spent half my life mastering that skill. It's even on my resume.
And that Pteranodon is so dead. I mean, the most dead ever. How many slingshot shots does it take to knock out baryonyx? Oh, there's the bag. Right on that piranha. Right on those two piranhas. Oh, here goes nothing. Does it actually swim down that much? Closer to shore. Let's get closer to shore. That's all. Progress. What we care about. Progress. Alright. That's progress.
Dying over and over to drag my bag closer to the shore was the only way to keep it from despawning. Plus, the baryonyx was defending my item cache like it was its most prized possession. So it's not like I could really get around the baryonyx that swims 10 times my speed and then grab the bag. To be fair, if I got a full segment of the video just because I was being a dickhead, I'd also troll me.
Now I got destroyed by the berry, but I can definitely still kill a piranha. I'm dead again to the berry. It's crazy. This thing's a griefer. This thing's actually a griefer. Hey, at least we got it to shore. That's good. What the fuck? Thank God we're done with this bullshit.
Thankfully, after 4 deaths, the baryonyx got bored enough of grieving my day 12 self to go pick on something even smaller than me. What a bully. I'd never pick on someone who isn't my own size.
Look, I can kill stuff. This is great.
Naturally, after being massacred like that, I ran about 12 steps down the coastline and jumped right back in the water to go get a white drop. So not only am I swimming like a goldfish, but I have the memory of one too.
All right. Could I please have the... Alright. It's not happening. It's a white drop. I'm not putting that much effort into it.
For the sadists at home keeping score, that's Hills 2, Jace 0. Another casualty of the accidental cliff diving was that Plan A died, and I was lonely traveling around the map again. Conveniently, my minimap alerted me to something that required my immediate attention.
Wait. The Moss Chops is alive? What? This is splendid. I didn't realize my Moss Chops was alive. You can finally name him. You can probably use him as a meat shield too. That would be great. You know? I actually have some gear. I could probably take advantage of having a Moss Chops, at least to some degree. Oh, I didn't realize this guy was alive.
I may have shit on U-Haul, I may have made jokes at her expense and only learned she was not a dude 20 seconds before she died, and I may not have deserved such a loyal companion, but U-Haul did not deserve that. I never even named her. I had the idea of naming her U-Haul when I was making my mad dash over, but was never able to make the name change official. RIP U-Haul. My plan now is to head back east in hopes of farming more purple drops to get a single Pteranodon saddle. I looked into the loot tables more too during this trip back and noticed a lot of great mid-game creature saddles in the blue drop tables. After way more failed parkour than I care to admit, and one evaded theory, it was very early in the morning of day 13, and I had traveled pretty far. So far, in fact, that I somehow ended up in the damn swamp! If one Baryonyx, which isn't even the most dangerous creature in the swamp, just ended my bloodline 4 straight times, you can imagine how traveling through a full biome of Baryonyx level threats would go for me right now. Especially in the dark. This biome houses many threats, but the most dangerous to me right now were Caparsuchus. This giant alligator has never skipped leg day in his life and is capable of jumping from halfway across the continent to use me as a chew toy. Normally this doesn't hurt too bad and is manageable with a melee weapon, but as you may have noticed, it is day 13 and I am still yet to find anything to clothe myself with, so if this giant alligator sneezed wrong, I'd be in the respawn menu quick. Torch. Wow, that was good. I mean, yeah, of course. Right when I ate the mushrooms, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely getting jumped. Oh, look what we found. What a great time to have a torch, huh? And now it's daytime. That's awesome. Fuck you, Shirudons. Dude, I have the torch out. Over here. If we knock out, we don't want to die. When we knock out, we don't want to die. Probably could have also immediately reacted with stimulants that I have in my inventory. But I honestly have forgotten that I had those like 4 times by now. So I've probably gotten 20 comments saying, dude, you suck ass, use the stimulants. You're right. Yeah, I suck ass. That's true. That is true. I then continued my travels east. The Sarco plan was starting to feel unrealistic, especially in a biome designed by Satan himself, and with the 60% chance of a slingshot killing a Sarco before I could even KO it. Basically, I was still set on finding a saddle for an easier creature to knock out. Hey, giant bee, honey. Do I look rich to you? My fish, man. 135 feet. My god, the things I would do to deliver ride that right now. It's moments like this that you really start to appreciate real ones like U-Haul. There was only one way to go for manning up. Back past that Alpha Raptor to Herbivore Island and the East Coast. Even though that area was more dangerous, I'd seen multiple higher level drops around there, so the risk was worth it. Oh, shit. Need to move across this water and then shoot it. Or it needs to lose me immediately after yelling. Okay. These 2 raptors not hunting me like the Predator was proof that Ark survivors just taste better when they're on shrooms. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but sticks also break pego bones when they try to steal my stones. No. Fucking die. Fucking die. Why is it so tanky? Die. I kept traveling back towards Herbivore Island and saw another blue drop there, which was the 3rd time I'd seen a good tier drop on that island. This made it a spot that I definitely wanted to be in the vicinity of more often. More notably, I spotted a purple drop through the tree line.
I mean, could I slingshot raptors? Could I just get an army of raptors?
This is the 3rd time in 13 days that I've considered taming raptors to follow me around. The PTSD is absolutely getting to me. I somehow deluded myself into thinking a raptor pack would actually keep me safe and be helpful at this point with extra weight, and slingshots technically were able to knock out a raptor, I suppose. So it wasn't the dumbest thing I'd done so far in the challenge, but it was up there. Low level? Yeah, it is low level. I mean, it's doable. Get our food back up first. I mean, maybe we just make lemonade, right? Kind of what I'm thinking at this point.
I'm not getting shit.
I say this because my plans keep going horribly, but I'm also the dumbass who decided to blind myself for 30 seconds when he was in a perfect position to tame a dinosaur. So that raptor running into the woods and getting lost is just karma. Both the blue drop on Herbivore Island and the purple drop despawned during these dumbass shenanigans too. At this point, I just shouldn't be trusted with psychedelics of any kind. I decided to cross over this river towards where we saw that Alpha Raptor earlier anyway, since there was clearly better drops spawning in that area of the map than where I currently was. I'd also gotten a lot stronger and felt more comfortable defending myself in that more dangerous area of the map. Keyword, felt. Dude, seriously?
I'm so much faster than you. Would you just leave me alone? Well, I'm absolutely swimming. And it's faster than me. Okay. GG. Why is it pissed? I don't even know. Yeah, get stuck in the goddamn water, you dumbass animal. What an asshole. God, that guy's a dick. 3 HP we had. What level are you? That's an alpha raptor still? Hasn't even moved. It hasn't even moved. I don't even have my campfire now, do I? That sucks. Alright, well, we're alive. Oh. Doesn't feel like it, though.
You know things are getting dire when I start getting philosophical. The reason I wanted a campfire was because in Ark, there's a plethora of great items that can heal you quicker than the criminally slow Uugo blowing out 500 candles 1 by 1 speed, and almost all of them were unavailable to me. Custom recipes and med brews were impossible without a cooking pot, blood packs were unattainable from drops, and taming a Daedon in the freezing snow would have healed me right to 0 HP. That left me with 2 real options: a campfire to cook meat on demand, or praying for preserved food like jerky straight out of drops. The campfire I had earlier was my ticket out of low HP hell because I could just place it down, cook up meat whenever I was low, and always have a way to heal myself fast. Sadly, I threw it on plan A 10 seconds before she died to the flying baryonyx Satan sent at us earlier, so I was stuck praying for jerky. This explanation was lengthy, and I've only gotten 1/3 of my health back during it. After I healed back up, I was back on the move.
A white drop on a cliff. Thank fuck for that. Yeah, no, I totally have the means to climb a cliff. That'll work. Thanks.
I was in a totally different headspace here than the first 13 days, because it had been a week in real life and my ass was still sore from engineering midterms. If you look closely enough, you can actually see the exact moment I went full-blown psychopath.
I could do this. Okay. Hear me out. Pretty close to a swamp. So with my 0 armor body, I could run into the swamp and gamble on the fact that a Sarco will be easily accessible, and then gamble on the fact that I'm lucky enough to hit the 40% chance that the Sarco doesn't get killed by my slingshot, because that's the only means I have of knocking something out right now. That's gotta work out first try. In a swamp area where everything can kill me.
I wasn't kidding, by the way. The swamp has about 10 different ways of killing me before I even knew what happened. Not only does it have the Capro and Baryonyx that I've mentioned and died repetitively to earlier, but it also has 2 crocs who could kill me in seconds if I misstepped, giant flying bugs that look like they're straight out of an Aliens movie, and giant snakes, which are slow, but make essentially 0 noise as they slither around, and can knock me unconscious if I don't see one in the tall grass with 1 single bite. At least there's easy access to water? This goddamn Sarco better be worth it. I decided to check one safe nearby area before hauling it up to the swamp. This safe nearby area ended up not being, well...
Oh, hold on. That's a problem. Oh shit. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Is that a fucking... Oh, shit. What are they pissed at? What are you doing? Oh, no, bro. I have a spyglass. What level is this thing? Level fucking 10? What are we talking about? Are there any Sarcos? I didn't see any Sarcos.
I ran around for about 10 minutes and then accepted the reality that this area would not spawn a Sarco and give me the bailout of a century. Next stop, swamp.
Okay, hold on. Turn off the fog, jump in the water, pray for the guy. Okay, let me eat some blinding mushrooms first and then jump into the water. Shark-infested water with no armor.
I deliberated for a few minutes trying to find safer areas where Sarcos can spawn, then finally grew a set and found my way across the water. You remember that accent thing I was warning you about earlier?
Hey, fucking sauropod, mate. Jesus Christ. Oi, fucking hell, leave me alone, mate. Come on. Bugger off, mate. Ah, God, bugger off, mate. Jesus Christ.
It's getting worse. We don't have much time before this is terminal. As I swam across the river, my buddy called me and told me some great news right before I found some great news of my own.
Oh my God, fucking sentimental ruined by a level 95 Rex. It looks cool, but that's about all. It also thinks I look cool for dinner. Hold on. Can I run a Rex? I run a Rex, right? Let me do it while he's getting heat shielded still. Oh, he's killing the baby. Oh God, he's a fucking griefer. Oh, baby Rex. Oh, shit. The adult Rex. Look at a 95 Rex. Oh, bro, that's crazy. Okay, let me go get the Sarko first. I have an idea to get this Rex.
To start day 15, I juked out an even angrier alcoholic on the beach, then ran up the coast. A few minutes later, I hit the edge of the swamp. Step 1 was simple. Don't sprint into the swamp like an idiot. I was aiming to find a Sarko on the outskirts of the swamp so that I could aggro it away from the nightmare fuel biome and knock it out on land. Sarkos are amazing in the water, but their one weakness is cripplingly slow land speed, which at least gave me a shot if I could isolate one.
That's the wrong type of crocodile. Dude, they should just like, they need to make a trade or something. That's another Baryonyx, dude. This thing griefed me last time. Dude. No. Don't do this. I'm a nice guy, I swear, I don't deserve this. There's no way that's 2 Baryonyx. What are the odds of that shit? Oh, fuck, man. Not cool. Hold on, I need to use a command. The command did nothing. It did nothing. I should not be walking in this area. This is like strolling downtown at 3 in the morning with like a giant overflowing purse of cash.
As you can probably tell, I am unsure of how well this plan is going to work, and I am scared of becoming biodegradable fuel for the swamp's trees.
Dude, how are there no crocodiles? Can somebody explain that to me? It's gonna go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds. And when it does, it better be a Sarko making that happen. If it is a fucking Baryonyx, I will need to purchase a new monitor, increasing the cost of this video production.
Since I couldn't see any Sarkos, I came up with some unique alternative ideas.
Can I get the back of a Paracer that's a wild Paracer and just let it walk me into the swamp? That would be legendary, dude. Like the that would be like a Trojan horse type shit. Or I could tame this Dude, if I tame this Dinosuchus, that would be great. It's a 150. I might have to do that. Oh god, how do I get meat for it? Oh god, what if it ever bites me a single time? Oh my god, this is the dumbest thing this is for content. It's the dumbest shit I've ever done in my life. Oh, it's pissed. Oh, it's pissed. Oh, it's pissed. It's pissed. It's pissed. Why is it pissed? It's pissed. Wait a goddamn minute. That's a useful creature.
A Dinosuchus would dominate the swamp, and a Diplocalus could let me swim without a saddle, so either one would solve a lot of problems for me. On paper, I was in a win-win situation.
Oh man, is it actually pissed at me? Oh, it's running from me. Yeah, no, this is not gonna happen without a bola. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't have any bolas, so that's another issue that I've consistently ran into. Okay, it is now day 15. We are creatureless. We are scared. The giant crocodile blocking. I should have been more specific about the type of crocodile I was looking for. At least I was careful enough not to say alligator, because that would have been worse. That would have killed me. Yeah, no, 0.4% taming for a raw meat for the level 150 Dinosuchus. That's not great.
Leave it to me to turn a win-win into a lose-lose.
It's pissed at me. Dude, I'm just trying to feed you some food, friend.
I escaped the asshole croc, then snuck by him to go back to my search for a more manageable asshole. If I don't tame a Sarko soon, I might end up in one of those psych ward cells. After scouting out on this rock, I went back to look deeper into the swamp.
Please. Chance with a crocodile. A chance. I found one. Come on. This is the moment. Get over here, dude. What level are you? 20. 20 can work. Dude, it's not aggroing to me. Fighting a million things in this, it won't get over here.
This Sarko is not cooperating at all, and instead of coming to eat me like a normal predator after I flung rocks at its head, it decided to dip further into the swamp where I couldn't risk going. All the most dangerous threats in the swamp lurk right below the shallow water, so following the Sarko is not just a death wish, but a death guarantee.
Oh, great, now the snake spits at me. Hey, snake, by the way, wasn't even the one fighting you. Heads up. Retreat! Oh! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Fuck off! Fuck off! Die, you fucking prick! Oh shit. Die, you fucking pricks, fucking pricks. Die. Bro, I'm too old for this shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm too old for that.
This Sarko is forcing me to turn into the pencil in a bar version of John Wick just to swim around at high velocity. Dude is basically every entry-level job in 2025 that's like, well, we expect 7 years of experience for this entry-level position. Sorry, this hits kind of close to home. I'm just graduating now.
My God, dude, thank God that Capro is level 20. Where's the snake that was pissing me off before the Capro jumped me and tried to kill me and ruin my entire week? Oh! You gotta be fucking kidding me. Die. Level this fucking thing. Die! Okay, there we go. This is ridiculous. This whole situation's ridiculous. Why are all these little dudes always so low on HP, man? Up. I'm gonna knock him out. Maybe I can. If I get lucky, he's probably just gonna die though. Or I'll get away from me. Yeah, this motherfucker running in circles. He's having a heart attack right now. This guy. Sorry, dude. Honestly, if I was a creature on Ark and I was told, hey, the guy who's not crafting is about to tame you, I'd also have a fucking heart attack.
After the second Diplocalus evaded me in under an hour, I celebrated by running out of cooked fish meat and being forced to choose between E. coli and taking more psychedelics. I am currently residing in Satan's dungeon, so I opted for E. coli.
Am I okay with the Paracer killing the Baryonyx that was about to kill me? Yes. Am I okay with him knocking me off the rock? No. Not cool. What's up, baby penis horse? It's Deadpool horse, baby dick. Can I tame you? Are you tameable? Rare flower? I mean, I guess I'm in the right spot for a rare flower. I guess that's why you live here, friend. Oh shit. I mean, the thing I've been looking for to slap me in the face, but oh shit. Level 20 Sarko. Okay, this is the spot. This is the spot we need to be in. Here we go. Get over here. Is this thing just not gonna give a shit about me slingshotting him? Oh my god, he might be stuck in a tree. Getting lucky for once. Maybe. I mean, he'll probably just die to the slingshot. Honestly, this is all going so well. This is where the slingshot kills instead of knocking out. What level is this thing? 20, okay. Low level, but like at the tame that can swim fast. Can get underwater drops maybe. If I can tame it. God damn it! Damn it!
Remember that 40% number I was throwing around earlier? That was assuming the Sarko I was shooting at would be at full health before our encounter. Unfortunately, this is the swamp. So not only does everything want to kill me, but everything is also doing its absolute best to make sure none of my future friends have enough HP to be tamed. All this failure had me in one of those complaining about stuff that's been the case for a while moods. Here's a few examples.
This is going poorly. Almost like trying to knock out late game creatures with a fucking slingshot isn't that easy. I ate raw, rotten food. Really, game? I didn't notice. Also, could they really not just have a different pop-up on screen for when somebody eats spoiled meat versus raw? It's like, there's two types, you know?
I'm just gonna let this one play out live for you all. The stupidity speaks for itself.
A majestic crocodile. Oh shit, they're pissed at me. Oh shit, they're pissed at me. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this. I totally signed up for this. I totally signed up for this. Oh god. It's like agreeing to get drafted to war. You don't expect the war to start. And you know, like, what's the other option? Playing 100 days and doing nothing versus, or like getting kicked out of the country? Like, yeah, of course I'll put my name down, but like, I'm going to Canada. You know, let's be honest about it. Oh, I just ate stimulants, bro. I probably shouldn't have put stimulants right next to the water, and now I'm just dehydrated. Okay, I'm in a spot. Don't really give a shit which one I knock out. Just need to knock out one of them. Level 20, that would be perfect. I'm gonna fully wind up every shot. I'm gonna miss. I'm gonna miss again. Oh, this is horrific, dude. He just ran away from me. Why'd they make the AI good in this game, dude?
After circling the swamp like a headless chicken for 20 straight minutes, I finally got my break.
Holy shit! A level 30 Sarko out in the middle of nowhere near water. Get shot in the face. You're gonna get shot in the face 87 more times. Don't you fucking dare retreat to the water. Get over here. You can get to me. You can reach me, dude. You just gotta try a little harder. Come on, you can get to me. You can get to me. I can do this conga dance all day, baby.
A few minutes later.
I cannot do this conga dance all day. I have a stamina stat. Who incorporated this mechanic? Go to sleep, you fucking prick crocodile. You'll be my best friend forever if you go to sleep. I literally ranked you first. Fight it, fight it, fight it. Fight it. Only way. We gotta kill this raptor. Oh my god, I killed the raptor. How am I killing a raptor? I don't have armor. Or Ebola. I have neither type of Ebola. The Bola or Ebola. Where did the crocodile go? Sorry about that little intermission. Like I was saying, top rated creature. My underrated creatures video. Oh shit. Oh shit, that hurt a lot. Wow, okay, yeah. So don't let him bite you. Don't let the crocodile bite you. Okay? Okay, listen. Raptors are on me. But listen. Oh god. Oh fuck, I'm super fucked. I'm super fucked. No. I don't got it. The Raptors blocked the tame, man.
I then punched some things and respawned at East Zone 2 to get my stuff back. I needed to get my items and then KO the Sarco while somehow avoiding everything that's been my nightmare for the past 2 hours.
300 meters through swamp? Oh, this is gonna go great. Let's just straight bolt it. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Oh, the Raptors are on me again, bro. No way, bro. No way. Bait him into the swamp. Here's what we do. We sacrifice again. We die again. We bait the Raptors into an area where they're dead. And then we go get the corpse after that. Perfect. All right, we die now, but the Raptors are in the swamp. No way they're going to live. No way they're going to camp my body again. Where the hell is the bag? I saw it like 4 seconds ago. It's right around here somewhere. There's the bag. Okay. Holy shit, man. Dude, that was totally the tame, too. That's so brutal. Why did Raptors... I'm getting jumped by the same Sarco I was trying to knock out earlier, and it's totally not even going to get knocked out anymore. He clearly wants to be my friend. Oh, look, Carno is blocking this tame now. That's sweet. That's cool. I was hoping for. Carno. I'm out of stamina, and there's Trudons on me. All right, well, I'm dead again. This is going poorly. Get out of my life. Get out of my life, Trudons. Get up here! Are they fighting? Please tell me they're fighting. Please tell me the Sarco that I'm about to tame can help me out with these goddamn Trudons. And then I tame him, and that's like the way the Brotherhood starts. Surely. I just want to be free. Oh, the Trudon's just de-aggroed because it's daytime. Okay. That's dead. Dude, there's 5 different types of creatures currently working on killing me. Like, aren't we supposed to kill each other? This is Ark. And I'm asleep. Wait, dude. That's sweet. Hey, Sarko, glad you joined the dark side, dude. Glad you joined the dark side. Oh, we're gonna be friends after I tranquilized you. I'm now starting to spawn on the other side of the water from where I need to go, so that's really where the danger comes. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm dead again. That's nice. Oh, my aggro, dude. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna try to kill this. See what happens. Okay, I killed it. It was funny until... It was funny until it wasn't funny. From the... I fell down the cliff, dude. I'm back. I fell down the cliff back into where all the shit is. Oh my god. Fucking snakes, man. Dead to like a single raptor. Why is there just a raptor by itself? Okay, it's fun. Where the fuck is my corpse? Oh, another raptor's on me. Dude, I don't even want to play this. Dude, this game is just ass. Like... Alright, I died again, but the raptor is dead. What matters? Dude, at this point, I should just spawn at the other side. It's a cool looking creature, man. Just eat me. Just eat me. Just kill me. Thank you. It's spawn on the other side. It's spawning me too far now. Oh, nice. That was a great spawn. Right in the fucking water. Thanks, game. Dude, what are the odds of this every time, man? Stop putting me in the water! I think we are actually going around the other way. Okay, got it. So these damn boas. Briefing me for the past hour. Only level 10. Unreal, man. Alright. Oh, no. This is the area that keeps on giving, huh? I even get out. I'm gonna pass on revisiting this area, I think. Maybe once we have gear, I can do it. But not now. This is just ridiculous. I don't even care.
So I'm scarred for life, and I'm never coming back here without a tame. After I made it to the obelisk and finally had my stuff back, I determined that I'd rather jump up and down barefoot on Legos for 3.5 hours than relive whatever the hell that was. I'm also never using a slingshot again. That thing deserves to be on fraud watch even more than those megalodons from earlier. I grabbed a green drop in the lake under Green Knob and finally had some pants to wear, so that was neat. After all that, I went to see a doctor about my hand. Turns out a side effect of getting farmed by Ark bullshit for 4 hours straight is physical damage from repeatedly punching your desk over and over again. Once I got back from the doctor, I headed west towards more drops I saw, and I was down 90% of my health from flying off cliffs, 5 or so bug bites, and chronic dehydration. My new plan was simpler than the last. Find trank arrows and green drops, and then worry about taming once I'm actually capable of knocking anything out. After getting water, I noticed that there were a ton of raptors around and a baryonyx nearby, and that every single drop was blue or white, with 0 green drops being nearby. It's a good thing I keep forming plans, that way Ark knows exactly what to screw me out of. I decided my best bet was to go for this blue drop in the nearby woods as I slowly healed back up.
Great, a blueprint. Nice. Carno?
Luckily, I'm an ex-pro at Black Ops Zombies, so juking this Carno around a rock was really easy even in the dark. I got out of the jungle just as day 21 started.
Oh my god, that's not good. Nice. I mean, I just can never heal back up fully or get stamina back. I'm in the swamp again. Great.
Luckily, I was used to naked walks of shame through the swamp at this point because of the 20 or so reps I got at it recently.
Excuse me? Oh my god, I'm a sumo wrestler. Let's go. We are back in the general vicinity of where I was killed. See the raptors, culprits you could call them, of my previous demise. Let's just go for it. Well, there are some green drops that I can actually maybe get to.
Tarzan has nothing on me. Did you see those jukes in the jungle there? Also, put that raptor who got punted off the rock right next to the megalodons in the slingshot.
70 out of 100. Okay, we had time. Trank arrows. That's what we needed. Some structures as well. That's good. That's a good drop. Okay.
After all this time, I got some trank arrows. On day 21, I was finally able to knock things out. After sorting out my inventory a bit, I was on the move for the next drop.
17 to the head is a 150 Sarco knockout. Interestingly enough, that actually would get us a Sarco knockout. Let's try to get another batch of these trank arrows. I would like to maybe find something better than a Sarco if possible. Sarcos are a good tame, but they're not complete run changers, probably. That looks like it's dropping, right? That green drop? I think that's dropping. Let's make that our next objective. Let's get to that drop. Any means necessary to get to that drop. Okay, it's time to make a decision. Are we going for this purple drop or this green drop? Purple drops have PT saddles on them. This drop is so much closer. I just think we have a better chance of getting there. And if we go for the purple drop and don't get there, we're not going to be able to get back for the green drop either. Let's just take the green drop.
I've made countless bad decisions over the past 20 days, but this single decision made up for all of those mistakes. This decision propelled me in progression farther than I could have ever imagined.
I pass it? Is it in the woods? They're both gone. Okay.
You gotta stop falling for these fake outs. Of course the one I chose despawned in my dumbass face, and the purple drop was totally within reach. At least another green drop spawned in to be the bailout of a century.
There we go. Oh my god. We got more tranks. We got more tranks.
This was huge. After almost 22 days of torment, I was officially out of the first phase of progression and was able to tame most beginner and mid-game creatures available on the map. I was also able to easily tame any level of Sarco now if I ever stumbled into one. Everything was finally coming together for me. I spent some time after getting more tranks looking at what drops could give me saddles that I'd want. Some realistic goals I had were Iguanodon saddles at the blue tier of drop, Raptor saddles at the green tier, and Ichthyosaurus saddles at the green tier as well. A few long-term goals were Argentavis saddles and red drops, and Thylacoleo saddles and yellow drops, which would both be huge once I got later into the run. All of those saddles had run-altering potential, I just needed one more lucky roll. I know I got 2 great drops back to back, but I feel like I'm still due for some more good luck considering this just happened.
Oh, we died a lot over there. Holy moly.
It's at this moment that I will cut out 10 minutes of depth perception tricking me into trying to get these blue drops. My plan after wandering around aimlessly was to head back towards the southwest portion of the map. This is because it has a high abundance of safe creatures to tame and a ton of blue drops and green drops. I was likely to get a saddle for a solid mobility mount if I spent more time down there, and there was an added bonus of Sarcos being a rare spawn in the area, so that didn't hurt either.
Dude, look. Yeah. Blue, green in this area is safe as shit. Perfect, man. This is exactly what we're looking for.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
Excuse me, turtle.
I'm trying to swim here.
Do you think I can make it to that drop if I swim right now? Is there another drop over there? Oh, lovely. Yeah, we're getting a lot of drops here. This is perfect. And it's a safe area, besides the water, which I'm about to swim across stupidly. Here's the hoping, friends. Oh, man. That's pretty quick. Worst case, we die, we can respawn pretty close by. Okay, that's pretty close. That's not bad. Let's immediately respawn, try to get that drop, and then we can go get our bag afterwards. Oh my god, we actually might get this. It's been down for a while. I'm actually curious what the timer's on it. 50? Wow, we had time. Oh! Okay. Okay, that's really good.
It's really not that good. Deer spawn in the redwoods, which are even worse than the swamp, and Ankies without an Argentavis are basically emotional support dinosaurs.
I almost want to carry 2 Anki saddles on me. That's not crazy. That's not even crazy.
That is crazy. What do I even need the metal for? I cannot craft items.
There you go. I actually want to see where Megalosaurus spawn. Can we get Megalosaurus access before Redwoods? Because Redwoods is going to be a brutal way to get Megalosaurus if that's what we need to do.
After I got my stuff, I came to the same 2 realizations that I just described. Megalosaurus is impractical, Anki could be okay down the road, but definitely not a priority anytime soon. One thing that was becoming a serious problem for me at this point was durability. Even though repairing items was fair game, I didn't have access to a smithy or any way to get ingots like a refining forge. This meant that high tier weaponry like my pike and crossbow were impossible to use once they broke. I had to make every single use of both those items count. I started day 23 by running up a hill and then spotted a ringed green drop almost immediately. While I was waiting for it to drop, I looked around for a Sarco since it was a rare spawn in this area, but had no luck finding one. I had just as much luck getting useful items in the ringed green drop. I was then put face to face with my arch rival for the 3rd time. Hopefully the old adage, 3rd time's the charm, applies to scaling cliffs in a broken game.
How the do we get up there? Like, I hear the drop. I want the drop. And I get the drop. No! Come on! Let me up this fucking cliff! Damn it, dude! Oh my god, that's annoying.
Hills 3, J 0.
Oh, I'm angry. God, I'm angry. I'm actually angry at this damn challenge. It's so frustrating sometimes. Okay, that's a green drop falling. Just started falling. Let's move. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes, Spanish being whipped out for the first time in 6 years is another sign that I'm losing it. It was on day 23, when I had 0 tamed dinosaurs and was half naked, that I realized this challenge might take 200 days. This is why they always say to not mess with crazy people, because after everything that's happened so far, a despawning green drop on a hill pushed me over the edge of insanity. I was also back in Satan's Baryonyx playground, so fingers crossed for getting this green drop across the river.
Are we kind of in the clear? We're kind of in the clear. This is not bad. Magnifying glass, dude, and oil.
Remember earlier when I told you to remember the upbeat voice I had on day 2? Feels like so long ago now. We've come so far. I've gone all around the map multiple times, farmed countless drops, died way too many times to count, and lost 2 friends and Marcel. What a journey! I ran for about 5 minutes towards the drop that despawned, spent 30 seconds in dismay because it disappeared really quickly, then wrapped back towards the southwest portion of the map since that's where all the other drops nearby were. Day 24 began with me starting to lose the one thing I had left after all this time.
Challenge is making me question my Ark skill.
If I don't make some tangible progress soon, I may become a self-aware human being, a fate worse than death in this day and age. I saw another drop in the distance and hurried over in hopes of sparing whatever was left of my sanity at this point.
I am strong man with club. I run with club because strong. Boom 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 boom.
Alright, never mind. It is way too late for that. This was the 700th drop that spawned in the swamp where my depth perception couldn't tell before running for 5 minutes towards it. Of course, this was another part of the swamp where Sarkos, the swamp crocodile, were not, because Wildcard is still holding a grudge for me saying their new map is pretty mid on the internet. I spent another 10 minutes aimlessly running around, grabbing bad drops, and reflecting on past decisions. Then, the actual tipping point happened.
Oh my god. Get over here. Be as efficient as possible with these tranks. Let's get this as far away from the swamp as physically possible. Let's do everything by the book here. This is a huge moment for the run. If we can knock this out. Where are you going? Her. I think it's a her. Fucking shot it after. Gonna have to suck it up. Gotta suck it up. It's fine.
Besides my incredibly elevated heart rate, the taming process went shockingly well, with only one brief interruption the entire time.
I don't want this duck fucking my tame up.
You know I'm fully locked in when I hit the duck 4 times in a row. The only thing that could possibly get between me and this tame is the IRS. I did it. I tamed the Sarka. There's only one name fitting for this miracle. Wait, what? Yo! I've been building up for this for like half the video! It's a book! There you go. After all that, I finally had hope. Riding around on this prehistoric reptile was one of the most euphoric moments I've had in 7,000 hours playing Ark. I'd never worked so hard for a tame, and it felt so good to move around the map at high speeds. As a person who used to play PvP, I've mastered the art of not getting attached to tames. Well, at least I thought I did, but if this Sarko died at any point moving forward, I was gonna feel worse than U-Haul did after she scrapped at those Trudons. Day 25 came to a close with me mauling thieves on the beach without wasting any of my precious durability or ammo. This alone made me feel on top of the world. I then took a picture of Hope, posted her as a sneak peek in my Discord server, which is linked by the way in the description. It's worth joining if you want to play in any of my future events with cash prizes and be part of future videos. After that, I pumped some HP to keep my new friend alive at all costs and plan my next move.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this Sarko, at least for now, to just farm a load of drops around the map.
As you can see, I've really evolved between day 2 and day 26. My new meticulous plan was to farm drops. I decided to head back up towards Carno Island because I was now much stronger than I was when I was first up there, and those higher tier drops had more game-changing potential. On Carno Island, the lowest tier drop available is blue, so spending time up there guaranteed that I'd be farming way better drops. And most drops on Carno Island spawn right next to the ocean, so my Sarko could swim in, I could swiftly grab the drop, then dip before having to deal with the assortment of carnivores on the island. The items I was looking for at this point were a flyer saddle to get access to inland drops, armor for survivability, and more tranks. I grabbed a blue drop which had a slight armor upgrade to Chitin. I then went over to a green drop on the cliff, Hills 4, Jace 0, then went around to get the drop.
Dude, like, the terrain is annoying in this game, man. Could jump a million times for everything.
All that for pants that are like 5% better than my current ones? Really? I kept farming drops on the coast for a bit to celebrate my higher speed, and farmed tranks from the green drops before I moved to an area where lower tier drops like green drops were pretty rare. I also commented on how hard it would be for me to die now, so basically I'm begging for a jellyfish to stun me and ruin my entire month. On day 26, I got a stone pickaxe, which normally takes less seconds to craft than I'd spent days on this world. Yay. Onto the yellow drop.
A Bronto saddle is, like, really useless. An AC is actually helpful. It's actually a helpful item.
So again, no idea what past me is talking about. For an AC to be useful, I need a lot of things to go my way. Basically, this AC should just get added to the damn it's a shame everything in this challenge takes 47 more steps than usual list. At least I have more weight capacity to hold pipe dreams like air conditioning now that I have a Sarko. After that set of useless drops, I continued my quest towards Carno Island without any more distractions. Unless you count this yellow drop in the jungle as a distraction. I went in on foot because Sarkos are slower than me running and I was on peak efficiency mode. Unfortunately for me, peak efficiency mode is also peak chance of getting jumped while defenseless mode.
It's almost down. You can hear it. Get the stuff. What the fuck is that drop? That's horrible. Dude, these yellow drops are killing me.
The streak continues. At least I got C4. Now I was one detonator away from proving that any explosion is a good explosion. And a smithy in the next drop, which was insanely helpful because I could now repair my advanced weapons if I ever got my mitts on some metal. I also kept the ramshackle bow as a backup just in case the crossbow ever broke, and I headed north to end the day.
I'm getting crushed by the temperature. Like mauled by the temps. How do I not have any sort of insulation to this?
I couldn't make it up the coastline because my broke ass didn't have a full set of decent armor yet. If only I kept those hide pants. Those would have insulated me way better than cloth. I thought for a few minutes as my health dropped rapidly, and then accepted the reality that if I kept choosing freeze in this fight or flight situation, I'd, well, freeze. First, I did some super serious weapon testing for science, and then decided to head back south where it was warmer to farm drops for tranks from low tier drops. This green drop was more than 5 inches off the shore, which meant my Sarco was about to spend the next 8 hours walking to it.
Couple tranks.
More tranks were nice, but the game kept handing me structures while I had no base location in mind, which was getting kind of redundant. It's a good thing that I have this new scaly storage box with me. I still needed more tranks, so I kept farming nearby green drops. The next one was in the center of a dead end, far away from my Sarco. The Ark gods were literally setting up mousetraps for me at this point, but what do I care? I have a Sarco nearby. I'll be fine.
Seems like a horrible spot to be. Right saddle. Sure, it's almost useless. Oh, yeah, it's definitely useless. Oh, look, it's way worse cold resistant hide. Okay, I see. Got it.
I held onto the hide chestplate to keep myself warmer as I started traveling up to Karato Island again. A white drop gave me more junk that I already had, proving yet again that white drops are just a waste of pixels. Unfortunately, the theme of me being an idiot continues.
It's turning nighttime again. I really did not time this properly. But I want to get up the map. Let's just go for it. See, look, with the hide, it's a little better for resistance. I should have kept those hide pants, man. I was so stupid to just switch them to cloth. I didn't even consider the more extreme temperatures could screw me. The ringed blue. Nice. We're finally back up here. 27 days later, we're back up here. We brought a friend.
I went into the woods to start day 28 in search of a ringed blue drop.
Pretty sure geckos can't spawn in this area. If they can, that's gonna suck. Great. See, there's raptors. We're ready for them.
All of that for a water jar and a hat made of bug corpses. God, I love Ark. I wrapped around Karato Island to grab a blue drop on the east side after insulting a whale for being an oaf. It had enduro stew, jerky, and a flare gun. Unless the flare gun could lure better drops to the area, this was an entirely useless drop. I was still locked out of half the map due to not having fur or a flyer, so every drop was basically a dice roll for freedom. That's why this next drop was so massive for the run.
I haven't gotten a purple drop in so long, honestly. It's been forever. That's insanely bad.
Just kidding again. Gilly's the opposite of what I need. At least the bear trap might matter later for trapping something that's otherwise a nightmare to tame. Karato kept spawning blue drops. This was perfect because blues have a 0% chance to give me the one thing I need, a flyer saddle. The newest entry in this terrible drop streak consisted of an apprentice terrorbird saddle and a toilet, which is where all of these crap drops belong, but wasn't really useful to me at this point. I then booked it over to a yellow ring drop as I was freezing my ass off. This yellow drop was the best drop I'd seen in 28 days. This could actually change everything.
What the f is this, man? Metal structures, I don't give a shit. 7 metal water intakes, dude.
Karato Island farming still made the most sense, even though I was eating cold damage for it. While I was stuck waiting, I sorted out the loot I'd found, and I found Freya Curry, which is a consumable that buffs hypothermic insulation. During this time, I also remembered that Shadow Steak Sauté also boosts insulation to the cold, so if I combine these, I might just be able to go deep into the tundra, which has the best drops on the map.
Let's take a look. Can we actually go get... If we had Freya Curry right now, could we go get drops? That's the question I have, pretty much. Okay, we're freezing. Freya Curry. We're not freezing. Oh my god, we're not freezing. Yes. More sap taps. Hey, that's not bad. More sap taps is actually a very solid pull. No, tree sap taps were not a decent pull. They were about as practical as the ACs.
As Hope swam back to go further into the tundra, I considered getting a terror bird to speedrun some caves because I got a ton of hate comments recently for underrating that dumbass looking walking migrant of a creature. After swimming across the entire northern coast, I got to the purple drop.
What the ever-loving shit is going on? I'm getting out of these woods. I feel disoriented, and I'm definitely not getting anywhere near a drop. Like, that purple drop, I think, despawned, literally. I'm pretty sure it despawned, right?
If history tells us anything, is that I was never making it up that steep nightmare of a hill. Anyway, you ask and you shall receive. On to red drop number 2.
Is that a ringed red drop? I think that has to be a ring, right? I'm pretty sure it's a ring. Give me metal structures. I fucking dare you. Oh my god, that is an insane drop. What the fuck? That is so good. Okay, yeah, no, we need to farm every single one of those we ever see.
An Ascendant Riot Shield with basically unlimited durability and a 180% damage pump shotgun, which was the best weapon in the game? Alright, I am never missing a red drop again. A new yellow drop spawned as I was sorting out my inventory on Karato Island, so I headed over on
Oh, screw off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Did bite me. Flippers. Flippers, we just got flippers. Does that mean that I can get scuba from these drops? I think I can. Oh my god, we just got flippers. I didn't even know we can get scuba. We don't even need a Lazarus chowder. Oh my gosh.
Scuba from drops is huge. It gives me easier underwater access, and it makes it possible to survive the poison cave. Gas masks are unattainable during this challenge, so having access to scuba from drops genuinely changes the run.
Okay. Don't need the blueprint. Don't need the blueprint. Don't need the blueprint. A Moza saddle. 3 last chowder. 3 last chowder. What? Oh my golly, flickers G.
At this point, I made a horrifying realization. Saddles are basically extra armor that are a must-have for the alpha bosses, and I'd need 19 of a specific type to have any real chance of finishing the run. This Rex saddle took days to find and is only in yellow and red drops, and I needed 18 more of them. I better get a flyer soon if I want any chance of getting an entire armory saddled up in time. My real dream was a Basilos saddle though. That thing trivializes everything underwater and is a cakewalk to tame. It's a shame the odds of me getting a saddle for one are basically 0. Since I just got Lazarus chowder from that last drop, I decided it was time to finally go for one of the other ways to farm loot. Cave drops. The Sarco has been basically untouchable so far underwater, but the hard underwater cave was a totally different beast. This cave was brutal since it was full of electric eels that could stun me off my mount, and Tuzo Toothus, which were able to grab Hope and not release her until she and I were both fish food. With that said, the drops down here are as good as it gets, and the risk felt worth it. A red drop spawned next to the cave and I got a little distracted.
Right here, right? This is hard underwater, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Unfortunately for me, I have the object permanence of a 3-year-old and failed to get the drop.
Okay, yeah, no, we need to farm every single one of those we ever see.
Hopefully hard underwater cave goes better.
All right, here we go. I can't go that way. Tuzo is a no-go. The drops literally didn't spawn in. There's like none here. There's not even a point going further.
No drop spawning definitely sucked, but that could have gone a lot worse. I was literally inches away from that second Tuzo grabbing me, which would have been GG. Since I only had a few Lazarus chowder left, I reluctantly went back up to Karato Island.
Back to Karato Island though. This is back to our whole cycle of farming these drops up.
At least the next purple drop on Karato had some metal ingots, which meant I could now repair my weapons even though I didn't have a forge. I guess it was finally time for me to build the masterpiece of a base I had planned.
Okay. I mean, literally all I have is smithy, right? Do have more walls. Could do a 2x1 maybe. Do we have the real estate for that? We do actually have the real estate for that. Let's do it. Let's get bougie. What a ridiculous door. What a ridiculous base.
Call me Da Vinci. This 2x1 is a sight to behold. The smithy I found earlier also had the added bonus of being a 75 slot storage, which was incredibly helpful. You don't realize how helpful storage boxes are until you're forced to be one.
I mean, 2 metal foundations. It's like the game is telling me to go put these under my smithy just in case, so we're gonna do that.
New floors. Yay. I noticed during the floor replacement that I was freezing my balls off, Somehow an ice age started on Carno Island without me noticing it. After that, I went back to Carno for another drop in the center of the island and popped a Freya curry to get to it. I'm not Steve Rogers, I don't wake up from ice snaps. I was still freezing after the Freya curry. This island is miserable. Jungle drop it is. Yay.
What the fuck?
I love spending 5 minutes biting through trees and raptors for random meats. At least I could heal before I died of old age now that I had cooked food.
This time there'll be Trudons.
Yippee!
I don't know what the hell that sound effect was. Blue drop despawned and I can live with that actually. What's up, leads to close? I'll just hit him because he's an asshole. Hitting him for everybody who's gotten their rafts destroyed. Screw you, dumbass whale. It was a 90. Oh, we got the Pteranodon saddle. Yes.
Finally, a third of the way into this challenge, I had the ability to fly. Everything changes when you're not trapped on the ground. Now I just need to knock out a Pteranodon with garbage weapons and no bola to trap it, and then I could finally farm every drop on the map.
Dude, where's my drop? Oh, it's spawning. What the fuck, dude? Like a visual glitch.
Ark trying to work without bugs challenge, failed.
Got it. Is that a Pelosaurus? Sorry, Pelagornis saddle? Nice. Okay.
Of course I get 2 flyer saddles, something I've been looking for the past 10 hours, within 10 minutes of each other. At least with the Pelagornis saddle, there was a ton in the nearby area, and they were slower, so theoretically I should be in the air in no time because they're pretty easy to knock out. The Houdini blue drop finally showed up, and it had more random meat. The next purple drop landed on the shore of Carno Island, and at this point I was on a roll. Swim up, grab the drop, avoid any of the assholes on the...
Fucking seriously with that drop? What a fucking dog shit drop.
Yes, you are tracking that correctly. I opened well over 100 drops with 0 flyer saddle, and then got 3 flyer saddles in 1 day. At this point, I'm just getting flipped off by whoever's sending these drops down. Also, thank the lords that I got this get out of jail free card, this riot shield, because it's gonna save my ass on more than just this occasion. I dumped the consumables on hope so they spoiled slower, locked the saddles away in the smithy, and then went to go get a bird. Nothing could stop me now.
Got him. You know what? That's a good reminder to grab flippers.
Honestly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened at all before now. I regrouped and grabbed my flippers to swim like Michael Phelps if that BS ever happened a second time, and then went to get more drops.
Stimulants, another sickle, and pelt. Pelagornis are just so chill, man. Oh, I like them. How chill these motherfuckers are. He's just hanging out in like the most dangerous area of the map. Just swimming around. I'd be okay committing time to taming a Pelagornis. The flying like factor is good enough to do that. That's a cool color. Oh, it's a 130, the golden one. Nice. We'll tame that. We'll tame the golden Pelagornis. That's cool. Little Dodex saddle. Not bad. Not super crucial, but I'm not going to complain about a Dodex saddle. Let's work on knocking out this Pelagornis now. Oh, come on. Well, this is going to waste some tranks. How did I not hit this thing? There we go. Is this hitbox only the middle? Go to land, dude. Oh my god, this is wasting so many trank arrows, bro. Get to fucking land. What the fuck? I'm hitting it! Sticky, you fucking with me. Oh, that's how fast it knocks? No way. How does it knock out that fast? It has an oxygen stat, right? Like I know it's a swimmer, but when I thought at level 15 that was the same. Wait, actually, let's check if it has oxygen. It does have oxygen. Okay, good to know. How did we get the wrong yellow colored Pelagornis? What the fuck? Oh, there it is. At our 130? That's our 130. Okay. Dude, I actually can't even believe that I'm missing all these shots on it. I'm genuinely wasting so many tranks because this hitbox is not functional. I'm hitting its fucking wings. Surely that does something. This is a horrific skill issue. Get onto land, bro. What the fuck is the juking with this shit? There we go. That hits. I hit that shot. What the fuck? Okay.
Well, I'm certainly no Harry Potter with that level of efficiency in getting the golden flying thing, but at least I didn't knock it out over water. The nearby purple drop had a Capro saddle and a Diplodocus saddle BP. Yippee! Next up on the agenda was killing sharks for raw prime fish meat, since the Pelagornis are bigger sushi enthusiasts than every anime protagonist ever.
All those are on the way. Let's move fast here. Wait, 0 prime from that? Can I scrape prime off of a lead? Done. I have a feeling I could do that. And that is helpful. For this Pelagornis team specifically.
I went back over with my prime fish meat to feed up our new friend, and after looking for it for about 3 minutes and grabbing a blue drop with structures, I realized he meshed into the rock. I used ghost mode to get him out of the rock. Sue me, I am not losing the tame because it meshed into a rock.
I don't do glitches like this when I play the game. I am not taking it. Get out of the fucking wall. Like I'm not like gonna hide this or anything. I'm just not doing that. Get out of the fucking mesh. Do I need to give myself a cryopod to get this out of the mesh? Because I'm just like not putting up with this crap. All right, we're good. I just ghosted into the wall, grabbed a cryopod, got it out. I couldn't really find an easier way to do that.
I named my Pelagornis Xavier after my mod who loves these polymer birds. Xavier is also a sadist. He literally refused to fly on the way back, and he opted to get gnawed on a megalodon 5 times his size instead of just flapping his wings. On my way back to base, I pulled a ramshackle crossbow out of a blue drop, which was 20% better than my current weapon. Now that I had a bird, I was ready to execute on my new, extremely intricate plan. I'll let past me explain.
And let's start just farming drops, like a ton of drops. We are actually airborne finally. Not a great way to be airborne, but we're airborne. The reason I tamed a Pelagornis is there's a lot nearby, and there's basically 0 ETs nearby. There's like very few. And because the abundance means I can get a higher level, and because I think this challenge is showing off a lot of creatures that don't get used too much in Ark. And they're still cool. Was that another one? An Oranio saddle. Yeah, I'm never gonna use that. Hey, look. A Mastercraft drop that would have never been attainable previously.
After spotting that drop, I started blasting Freebird. I can't play Freebird in the video, but just know my eardrums are about to get blown to shreds over the next 4 days. Here are my missions for this trip. 1. Farm tons of awesome loot. 2. Find and tame a good Pteranodon so that I can fly faster than a snail's pace. 3. Get a bed so that I can respawn. And 4. Avoid permanent ear damage. If at least half of these goals were hit, this trip would be a massive success.
A better crossbow again. Why do I not find shit until I find it 3 times in a row? It's so annoying, man. It's a ringed yellow. Look at the ring. We can see the ring. 20. We need to hurry. Or at least moderately safe. See how much easier this is? Oh my god, that's nice. Okay, what do we get? A saber-tooth saddle and scuba pants. Ooh, a woolly rhino saddle. Interesting. Interesting. Let's get this green drop. Yet again, green drop's not great, but we could get more tranks out of them, which we're gonna need because we're gonna have to do a lot of taming here in the late game. Trudon's under me. Waiting for a green drop with Trudon's under me is just the worst like risk reward balance ever. 36 days, man. Oh man, what an experience. Nice. Really good drop. Really good. We're just gonna drop this. We don't need this. It'll keep us warm. It'll make us maybe too warm, but it's worth it, dude. Oh, that's a great drop. We can balance out with this kite and chestplate. way more tranks too, like 28 tranks in that. Nice. Some enduro stew. Am I actually burning? Fuck. I'm just gonna take the pants off temporarily. I have an idea, and I hope that it fucking works, because it's gonna be really annoying if it doesn't work. Right? I missed. Oh, it's actually out in one shot. Wait, that worked out wonderfully for us. What's up, dude? What's your deal? Yeah, these stats are horseshit. At least we knocked it out. That's really good that we knocked out a 9. I don't think a 150 gets knocked out there. Can we get some prime meat? Where the hell is prime meat available around here? Hello, prime meat. How are you? Got this thing low. We'll come back for it. I want to get that drop now. Sap. I'll take the gate again. More beer. I mean, I'm an alcoholic, so it's kind of a no-brainer. I actually got a gate this time. That's nice. Don't need the... That's fine. Okay. Are we are too encumbered? Okay. Hear me out. If we can't carry the beer because it's too heavy, we might as well drink it. Oh, I still can't even drink 3. All right, we're going to play the next 3 minutes drunk. We're going to be very effective while drunk. I'm not going to have stamina at all, but my bird can have... Can I get my bird drunk? I'm also expecting this PT to not be amazing, even though we are getting it prime meat, which is nice. That's definitely a nice thing that we're doing. Oh, we got mutton. How the hell did we get? Oh, we got mutton from a drop. Why did I even go get prime meat? I think this will just tame it. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Well, we'll name it the reason we tamed it. Okay. Well, we have another PT to tame, guys. We're definitely getting this. 145. Perfect. Is ours a dude? Ours is a dude. Okay. We are going to make many PT babies. That's a lance. I thought it was a fishing rod. Honestly, thank God. I felt like I was getting all the items I already had, so that explains something. Is that our bird? Level 5. That is definitely not our bird. Where the fuck did the bird go? Bird. I'll give you a better name than not level 20. I can name you Donatello. For some reason, I feel like you would be pretty good with a staff. Perhaps Michelangelo. What about Raphael? Isn't there a 4th one? What the fuck's the 4th one's name? I always forget the 4th one. I really should have just tamed it when I was going through the first time. We need more pteranodons of... Oh, ho, 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 ho. That's pretty good. Got it. Definitely knocking with the second shot, right? Yes. That second shot, that's what matters. Hell yes. I have a pretty good idea for a name. All of a sudden. I just had a spark of inspiration for naming it. Right? I want to make sure that's the right pop culture reference here. Not John Cena. We're stupid. We're just going to name him 420. Oh, boys. Oh! Wait, hold on. That one's landing. This one is landed. No brainer. Oh, that's terrible. There's no shot this is a red drop. What the fuck? Other one despawned. Me, man. Great, level 140 Diplo. Can we transfer that level onto a useful creature? For example, a Pteranodon. For example, specifically a female Pteranodon, so I can breed. Oh, look, the Diplodocus saddle for that right there. So helpful.
We made out pretty well. Got a PT to ride and a second one to follow us around for extra carrying capacity, got some good loot, and my ears are still at least somewhat functional, so not bad. I turned Xavier into my 3rd glorified storage box next to my Smithy and Hope, and was off to farm drops faster than ever with my new elite team. 420, not level 20, and I were about to be best friends for the rest of my time on this godforsaken map. My setup was simple. I'd pump stamina onto 420 to travel around as fast as possible, and wait onto not level 20, who I will call Albert from here on out, so he can carry as much as possible while following behind me. I was also carrying next to nothing on me besides armor, food, and water, so I could travel as light as possible. We started off strong as a team with me gaslighting myself into hoarding a Caprosuchus saddle, then flying off in dismay to farm the map for all it had to offer. Now that I can farm everything at high speed, it's time to see what we can get.
Long grass and Savaru, and we just drop the rest. What the? Okay. Get a cheeky little supply crate. I mean, maybe I'll hold on to the kite and the leggings. I'm at a point where I don't even need those items. More? There's saber-tooth saddle? Like, what the f? These drops are getting kind of repetitive here. Or bugger pellet's nice. Don't really need gunpowder ever. Nice. A second note. Yeah, literally 2 notes. Cool. Wow, that is insane. Alright. It's like 1,000 stamina then. That's a 2,000 HP. Okay. More fur pants? What? Ringed blue. Okay. Makes this drop a lot better. Mammoth saddle. More tranks.
The first day went okay. The Daedon saddle and compound bow were the best things I got. Right now what I needed was some goddamn flak armor. It's the best armor in the game for the 10 artifact caves, tribute hunting, and surviving the 4 boss fights that were ahead. Regardless of what saddles and weapons I ended up with, I'd need to get my hands on some flak at some point. I farmed drops for the entirety of day 40 as well. It didn't go as smoothly this time though.
Damn it. Why do I need gunpowder? Or sap? Another Dodec saddle? We don't need to. Right, in chest piece, we have a better one. Narcotics, sure. Arrows, sure. Here we go. Another ghillie map. Dude, we're just getting the same items. Yeah, it's just not, this is not cutting it. Shit. Get away from it before Fear Wars.
To clarify, this purple drop is going to despawn pretty soon since we saw it land about 10 minutes ago. This yellow drop on Carno Island is newer, so I needed to grab the purple drop first, then hurry over to that yellow drop in order to get both before they despawned. I'm on 420 who has terrible weight, so I needed Albert to hold my heavy stuff for me.
Where the hell's my other bird? 912 meters that way! We're stuck on a rock. There's absolutely no fucking shot. We're stuck on a rock. Get out of the rock, you stupid... You tick for brains bird. Oh my god, we just wasted so much fucking time. What if this shit dude, if this drop despawns, I'm gonna lose my mind. Damn it. Damn it, bird. I should have just left him and gone back later. Son of a bitch. At least let's get to this yellow drop. Come on. Not level 20. You are on my shit list, man.
This was the first, but was certainly not the last time he was up to some egregious shenanigans. It was around now that I started to think about getting a breed line too, since I'd need some time to breed up dinos so they could get mutations and become boss viable. My plan was Rexes since I'd already come across 2 Rex saddles and because they were one of the strongest boss fighting options on the map. A Uteranus saddle for a Courage Roar buff to my army would be excellent too, but my Daedon saddle was a great backup plan in case I didn't get one. I also intended on potentially having a couple of non-Rexes in my final army. This is because the armor from saddles was that important. For now though, I wanted to loot it for a few more days just to get more information on what the game was going to be giving me before I invested a ton of time and resources into a breed line.
Go here. Go here. Give me all the loot. Oh my god, that was good. Interesting. Interesting. This is interesting. Okay, a second Dire Bear saddle. Now we are definitely doing that. Just not this playthrough. Not a thing we need.
With 2 back-to-back Dire Bear saddle drops, I definitely wanted to get some to take on the Ice Cave. Their unique combination of insulation and power meant that they would be really excellent for that cave. They do spawn in the redwoods, which was still dangerous with my weak armor, but the juice may just be worth the squeeze. Luckily for me, they removed the crouch entrance for Snow Cave and Ark Ascended, so Dire Bears could crush the cave without needing cryopods anymore.
This is the dumbest Pteranodon in my entire life. Get the fuck over here. What are you doing? You're an idiot. Consumables. Oh, he's encumbered. All right, we gotta give up on something. Okay. He's gonna be slow, but he can move, right? He cannot move. Okay. Point is, give me a couple of items so you can fly. Let's go. Okay, more ghillie. You know, we're about to start going the ghillie bug repellent strategy. Like, we're getting there. My god. This Pteranodon needs to not be an idiot. I'm gonna freak out, man. Get over here. Let's go. Dude, I'm gonna freak out. This is the dumbest Pteranodon I've ever tamed in my entire life. Oh, nice. Really? Dude, this game is trolling me, man.
So the game trolling me with bad drops has just been replaced with the game trolling me with despawning drops in my face and horrifyingly bad Pteranodon pathing AI. Great. Since I was encumbered from 3 days of looting, I took a quick stop at my humble abode to drop off some items. I was already almost out of slots to store my items. The bird was being an idiot fucking again, so I finally made the name change official. Since 420 was still overweight, I grabbed the nearby yellow drop with hope, and I got my 18th straight Iguanodon saddle after murking some Raptors, so momentum was very strong. Out of desperation, I also tried placing down a water tank for some extra storage slots, but unfortunately, water tanks can only hold, well, water. I guess this water tank is just gonna be some abstract furniture in my base from now on.
Really? Passively? What a dick. Kind of a dick of a bird. Tell you that. Get up on this rock. There we go. There we go.
Thankfully, my storage box narrowly avoided death by electrocution. I guess I should have expected PvE to be an asshole since I built 4 feet away from hell.
Goal is to beat the map in 200. We are not doing this in 100. There's no shot of that occurring. To be honest, I don't need that even a little bit.
I started scouring the map for some good tames to multitask as I farmed more drops. Mainly, I was looking for a good level Rex to start my breed line. None were spawning. This is a dinosaur game. Why are there no Rexes?
Okay, a long neck. That's interesting. That's actually that entire drop's actually really interesting, to be honest. Where is the idiot? Oh my god, this guy's stupid. Dude, how do you even get into these situations? Whatevs. Fly up. What do we not need? Plesiosaur saddle, abso-goddamn-lutely not. What the fuck, man? Nice. Finally some flak.
Albert was weighed down from the 600 useless items I threw on him yesterday, but I went to get the red drop before fixing that this time since I didn't want to relive the great double drop miss of 2025. This drop gave me my first flak chest piece almost halfway through the challenge, and even though it was a bad one, I was grateful that I could now survive getting sneezed on by a boss. The nearby purple drop gave me my 3rd Pteranodon saddle and some ghillie, which put me one step closer to being able to execute stealth tactics. Then I got this blue drop. It sucked. Now I needed to get Albert's fat ass back to base. He was moving at the same speed as Einstein in real life, so it took me a while to get home. Yay, more farmer saddles. Can't wait to use my RG. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm getting sick of these. I need a Rex! As I was back at base and moving stuff around, I realized that Carno Island had transformed from the Ice Age to the sun without me noticing it. If you haven't been able to tell by this point, I'm as aware as a fucking Subaru driver who's using all their brain cells to consume some bullshit Starbucks drink while going 30 under the speed limit when I am late and there is no passing lane. I narrowly avoided death by frantically stripping, flying around in fear, and then remembering that I had a get out of heat free card and went home to use it. I still had no bed, so respawning at full HP wasn't an option, and the only combination where I wasn't burning to death was with ghillie armor while dipped in the water, so I just sat here and planned out my foolproof caving strategy while I healed up.
I gotta sit here and heal up and make a plan. Alright. This is a ridiculous position to be on day 45.
I eventually made my great escape and was back to looting and looking for good dinos to tame.
Is that Baryonyx camping a green drop? It's a ringed green, so I'm a little curious. But it's such a horrible idea to go for it. It's such a bad idea. I just can't justify it. Wow, that's... Dude, what color is this? Is this white?
Curse you, blue light filter! After a bunch of junk, I finally stumbled into real progress.
Look, there's a Rex over here. Look, over there. Ooh! Okay, or we could just knock out the Rex. That's cool. I will invest every single trank into knocking out this Rex. I do not give a shit. This is such a good... He's taking forever to kill that mammoth. I'm gonna hope he has good HP. We're gonna hope he's good for something. That's our first miss. Luckily, it is a big and slow target. That is our second miss after calling it a big and slow target. He's really done a great job clearing out the area. All right, we might need to retreat back to 420. This isn't that bad. You a little stuck right now? Because that would be a great spot to get stuck. Even if it doesn't go the full way, this is a great spot to have it, you know, like getting screwed over. Should be kind of close to getting knocked out here. Beautiful, beautiful. Huge. See how skilled I was? Getting the behemoth of a dinosaur stuck on a random 2-foot cliff was all part of the plan. I ate a nearby Argentavis to make sure it wouldn't munch on my Rex while he was taming, and fed its remains to my unconscious friend. I also found a level 140 Yudi nearby while Albert socialized with an Alpha Carna that I was baiting away from the Rex, and then went back to base to get my Rex saddle and prep for the Yudi tame. Let's upgrade the Sarco saddle on our guy. That's like the most excited I've been in forever. Here you go, Hope. Appreciate you for all the hard work you do. What were you? 70? I have an idea. What if we bait the Rex into the ocean to kill it? We're basically leading a pig to slaughter here. Or shells. A backup shotgun's not a bad thing. And literally because we're building a base right now, I'll grab that. Don't need these. I killed that Rex so that higher level ones could spawn in around the map. I wanted a good female to start my Rex breed line as soon as possible so I could take on the bosses by day 100. Damn, that thing lived? What the fuck? This level 70 Rex, to my dismay, was quite stubborn. Third time's the charm? And you guys suck at your job. How did like 10 of you not kill this thing? Bait it over the water. Bait it over the water again. It'll die to sharks. This will be hilarious. It's totally dead. 3 terrible drops later. The Rex is totally dead, right? There's no way. What the fuck? It's alive and healthier than ever. Oh my god. This thing's immortal. It's a male Rex too. I don't even want it. I also didn't want a mammoth saddle. Here we go. We're on the move. Wow, look, red drops everywhere. Holy shit. Okay. I had to relog my game because I was lagging to shit, and Ark really blessed me for that one. 2 red drops and a yellow? Hopefully it doesn't take me 31 days to realize relogging is an incredibly OP way to get higher tier drops faster. What the fuck, bro? Yudi saddle, nice, okay. This Uranus saddle was massive. I was definitely going to tame that 140 I found earlier now that I could actually use it. After 3 straight Uranio saddle drops, I finally circled back to the Rex. It was time to see if we lucked out with good stats, or if I'd need to breed until my hands bled for any chance to beat the map. Oh my god, that melee is insane, I think. Oh my god. What the hell? So I went through my settings for 20 minutes and found nothing out of the ordinary. I just got the greatest Rex of all time. I named him One Punch Man because at the time of this recording, Season 3's disaster was only a few episodes in, and I was still coping.
Couldn't really think of a more accurate name for a 75 melee Rex than One Punch Man. If my engineering degree serves me right, this means the Rex was in the top 0.003% for melee stat post-tame that was physically possible in this game. This genuinely would save me tens of hours of breeding and solidified Rexes as the creature that I'd build my world-saving army around. I did a meat run of everything around me to celebrate, then left to find One Punch Man a date. Getting a boss army bred up is a huge time sink, so it was good that I was getting this started about halfway through the challenge. This version of One Punch Man was not particularly known for his speed, so I left him in this area for now until I knew where I'd end up breeding him. 420 took some of the good stuff Albert Einstein's been on while I was doing a meat run, so while I was waiting for him to remember what direction was up, I set up a base to protect the nearby creatures from my Rex. This high-tech operating base consisted of 2 pre-built ruined structures, with giant Rex-sized holes in both of them, 4 stone foundations, and 1 singular layer of stone walls. It also was accommodated by an extremely large rock, so there really was 0 design flaws here. My plan for taming the Yudi was to use my bear trap from earlier and then place gates around it once it was stuck. It's much faster than a Rex, and its fear roar makes my birds tweak out, so I couldn't just wing it like I did with the Rex.
The strategy would work if the AI wasn't horrifyingly bad. Get out from under my fucking legs, you fucking asshole. Get onto the... This is horribly not working. Seriously? I'm actually gonna look this up. Does a bear trap not work on this? Because it just ran over the bear trap. Alright, not gonna work. Not effective strategy. Oh well. You're just dead, Uranus, for being a fucking idiot. Not rocking on the trap. Could have been part of greatness, friend. Could have been part of it. Now it's on my Rex. Too bad. I'm not losing a 75 melee Rex to tame a fucking Yudi. If tame a level 20 Yudi, it'd do the same thing as that.
This is Cope. A level 20 Yudi is about as durable as me, the guy who's died countless times. I did need to come up with a better Yudi taming strategy at some point, because getting one was a must with how tough the bosses on this map were. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 purple drop amounted to bug repellent and a missing Pteranodon. At least One Punch Man was a really good storage box, and wasn't 10 miles away from everything. A man only needs so much bug repellent. Oh, I love that dog. That's great. Can I please access my prop? I wasn't kidding earlier. This bird finds a new way to get in my way every single time. After farming for a bit longer, I went over to the redwoods. My plan was simple. Tame dire bears for those 2 OP saddles I found earlier, and then use them for the snow cave, which was one of the toughest caves on the map. This biome is insanely dangerous, but as long as I stay on the outskirts and away from the trees to avoid getting pounced on by a Thyla, I'd be able to survive. If I ended up dying, my gear would all be gone.
This is the most cursed spread of redwoods dinosaurs I've ever seen in my life. How is there 0 dire bears? 115 is at least interesting, considering the fact that everything on this map is level 4. Like the 115 we could maybe tame. If we find nothing better, we'll tame the 115 just for something to work at that isn't farming drops. Because farming drops gets boring. Nice. Burn a little bit. Fine though. Whoa. Okay, that's actually good. And when I buy all, nothing really. Angler gel, who cares? But yeah, really, really good item. Okay, cool. Nice. That's awesome. He's bleeding. Oh man. We really can't knock it out if it bleeds because dire bears are like really close to not being KO'able regularly. And they can't even kill you. Let's just look for something better. 115 is not worth that amount of hassle, I don't believe. Oh, melee weapon. Okay. I mean, it gave us the melee weapon we would need hypothetically to run this. Fair. Oh my fucking god, I'm so sick of this goddamn bird. It's actually I've never been more upset at a bird in my life. It's so stupid.
I don't think that failure was fully Albert's fault, but fuck Albert. At least I was finally starting to get some flak armor. I flew around for half the day looking for a female Rex breeding partner. Can we get any other piece of flak, dude? I'm actually like lost for words. Okay.
There we go.
Well, that was convenient. Can I get $1 million? Yeah, worth a shot. I farmed 4 drops while looking for Rexes and direwolves, which amounted to antidotes and a couple of narcotics. And more meat. I needed direwolves because I could mass produce them for basically every cave on the map. Like I mentioned earlier, they don't require saddles, get pack buffs, and are fast and can jump. So now, 50 days later, I could actually knock these assholes out and use them.
Pack leader's level 55? What the fuck? Pack leader out of like 7 fucking wolves is 55. That looks awesome. 30 and it's a pack leader. Bro, what in the fuck? That is a male. Is that also a pack leader? Oh my goddamn god. What the hell? It looks awesome. It looks so cool. I am not schizophrenic. I have checked 20 direwolves. The highest level is level 70. What the fuck? I'm on 150 is the max level. And I get a goddamn break here. That is a leaf. I'm going insane. That is a leaf. And I'm about to spyglass it, thinking it is a wolf. And honestly, it kind of looked like a wolf.
I don't understand how I can be in the tundra for 15 days, constantly scouring for a single decent direwolf, not even an insane level, literally anything in the triple digits. This is the most common creature in the entire area, and the best I found is level 85. The plan is so good on paper, and these wolves are burning the damn paper at negative temperatures. Okay, in hindsight, I know I missed that one, my bad. To add insult to injury, the drops for the past 10 days have been exclusively useless and repetitive, so at this rate, it'd take me about 900 days to get enough Rex saddles for a boss. Little did I know, I was about to turn all this bad luck around.
I like Ethereum. And the rain purple. Speaka, the devil. With the beer and a Calicatherium saddle. I wonder what the game wants me to do. Anybody have any ideas? Since bro is literally right here. And it's level 10? Alright. We promote alcoholism on this channel. That instant tamed it because it's level 10? Oh man. That's funny. You know what? If anybody on the planet needs a beer right now, it's Jets fans. Now the question is, do we put the Jets fan out of its misery? Give it some oxygen because it's gonna need to take a breath here. It's gonna need a breather. Actually a good day at dawn. I'm trying to help you out here, bro. This is not a breakable rock by any means. But I kind of want to tame this guy. Man. Oh well.
Thanks, Ark.
That looks cool. The game just crashed? The game just crashed, bro.
Thanks, Ark. I appreciate you crashing me and making me burn 3 hours working on my PC. Well, it can't get much worse than...
We're gonna hope that doesn't mean I'm sitting in the middle of the snow. Oh, you're kidding. It's not good. Okay, nice. Holy shit, the one time not Albert Einstein is good. What the fuck?
So it rolled me back, which really sucks because of one reason.
Holy shit. Wait, do I still have the Calicatherium? No! Oh no! Is it over here? Oh god. I think it rolled us back like a few minutes.
I guess Jets fans can't get a break in real life or in Ark. Brutal. I literally played 54 hours of Ark, and within 2 minutes of taming something related to the Jets, my game crashes for the first time and rolls back just enough to wipe it. At least now my goal was clearer than ever. I was going to beat this map, kill all the asshole bosses who put me here, and then come back to Jets fan at the end of it all to celebrate with a beer. Rip Jets fan, cause of downfall, not enough beer-itis. Alright, back on track. What were we up to again?
Holy shit. Ascendant Thyla Saddle Fab Sniper, Riot Boots, Riot Shield, I guess I'll grab the beaver saddle, even though that fucking sucks. Nice. Okay. Thyla saddle is absolutely massive right now. That is huge.
This is one of those red drops that completely flips the trajectory of the challenge. The Thylacoleo has amazing stats, is incredibly fast, can jump super high and climb walls, and can even bleed enemies. The only problem was that it exclusively spawned in the redwoods, and if I got caught lacking, I'd get packed up and lose all my gear for good. Even with the risk, I needed to go tame one right away. This was a huge opportunity. I took a brief moment to leave Albert at Dino Daycare with One Punch Man because I was certain he'd find a way to screw me if I gave him the chance. He's a very opportunistic lad in that way.
So I would pretty much take any Thyla. The reality with Thylas and other bleed creatures like Deinonychus is there's a limited amount of stats that matter to upgrade. Like if you think about it, right? I don't really give a shit about melee damage because the bleed will do enough, right? It's not, maybe it'll take a bit longer to kill stuff. The bleed is good enough to deal with everything, right? What I'm thinking my strategy is gonna be is maybe we can get some bears because we have really good bear saddles, like ridiculously good saddles for bears. I think we can pair bears with a Thyla for the snow cave. That should be able to kill everything in there pretty easily. The reason I want to kill stuff instead of just running the cave is because I believe if I clear everything, there is a way that I can basically cycle drops without having to rerun the cave. Okay, here we go. All right, a level 10 is a little fucking ridiculous, to be honest. But it is a Thyla in a really, really good tame spot. Like, that is a super easy spot to tame a Thyla. Right? Let's just do it. Hit it. What in the fuck is going on with you, buddy? Why is every single tame I go for an alcoholic? Like, this guy is drunk as hell right now in this tree. What is he doing? There you go. Are you just... He actually took so long. He took so long to get down the tree that he unaggroed. That's hilarious. Hey, bro. There we go. Come on, buddy. He's really fast regardless. This is like part of my point. You know what I mean? Like, he's fast. He does bleed damage. The level doesn't change those things. It's a good creature. I don't really want him to get on my bird because the bleed is annoying. No way he knocks after 6 goddamn tranks. Did that actually just kill? Is he dead? He might be dead. He might not be dead. It's pretty 50-50. He's not dead. Okay, cool.
I was super close to grasping defeat from the jaws of victory there, but the Thyla is somehow able to breathe in this position. As I was getting prime meat for the Thyla, I spilled my coffee on myself because my asshole friend jump scared me in the window, and at this point, if you were counting, this is the 3rd time that I spilled coffee on myself so far. It is also not the last time I spilled coffee on myself, so I'm officially hiring a beverage safety specialist. Comment below if you want the job. It pays an Ark DLC per year. Clearly, I cannot be trusted.
I don't want to hear a single thing about how I missed that many shots on a PT that was right in front of my face. It was kind of a cool color and a good level, so I wanted to tame it. Oh well. This Thyla, what do we name it? Well, it was watching me when I choked the shots. That means it fucked me up. Yeah, that seems pretty much right.
Day 56 started with a new me.
Bugger pellet, nice. Calicotherium, DPs, whatever, pelts, whatever, rare mushrooms. Like, whatever. We have enough beer, man. I can only make so many beer jokes.
I was gonna write in another alcohol joke here, but honestly, pass me as a point. I got a Daedon saddle out of a red drop, which is a creature that I definitely need at some point for faster healing on my dinos, and then after a full day of useless garbage, I went to grab my Thyla.
Alright. Let's get the saddle onto cute girl at the bar. Like 100 HP every level is gonna be really good. Like that is actually genuinely good. I wanna get that ringed yellow. Okay, fuck.
The drop sucked, and I was seriously starting to wonder if there was a single wild Rex on the map. Somehow none were on Carno Island, near the volcano, or on the Redwoods Mountain, and I needed literally any female Rex I could find. I guess all the Rexes were having a party somewhere that I had no clue of the whereabouts for, and they just didn't invite me. Didn't realize I was playing High School Simulator. I also couldn't find any other Thylas, which was lame.
Get your wing out from under me. Prick. Is every Pteranodon stupid when following? Jesus fuck.
I guess Albert rubbed off on 420. The game keeps trying to get me back into psychedelics. I will not fall for it. After dropping off cute girl at the bar, I stumbled into something awesome.
Rex. Female. We tame it regardless. That's huge. Alright. We've got a muncher. You eat something to heal. You stupid fucking Rex. I literally can't hit a shot. Oh, it's actually out. Okay. That's news.
This was perfect. I was literally 30 seconds away from one punch man and just knocked out a female Rex. With this, the breed line could get started way sooner than I was expecting. I cleared out the RG nearby to get some prime meat and protect my new friend. I then switched my attention to this nearby asshole.
What the fuck? Wow, I need to retire. There you go.
Well, that was moderately embarrassing. I went corpse diving to find that RG I just killed for prime meat, but then I found a better alternative.
Ooh, prime meat. Ooh, low level prime meat. Oh, man. Where'd that low level prime meat go? I hear it. Man, why did they give prime meat wings, man? God damn it. Oh no! Fuck you! No. Oh my fucking god. Well, there's the prime meat we needed. Shit. Fuck you, Karato. Unfucking-leavable. What a stupid goddamn creature. Fuck you, Garuga. Son of a bitch.
Something going wrong that I can't blame Albert for feels strange. Anyway, I took my anger out on that Cerato's long-lost brother and then formed a new plan.
I'm gonna go back over to Carno. I want to check out if there's a Rex spawn over there because I'm really now sad about that. Hopefully it's a female Rex spawn. And then if there is, we're gonna have to kill everything on the island to get a safe tame. Knock it out. Oh man, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Capro saddle. Awesome. Level 10 female Rex. Hurry. Gotta save it. Save it. Should be able to kill the Karato, but we'll make sure. Let it eat it. Nice. Got second Rex? What, second Rex? Okay. Well, these low-level Rexes are going to be absolutely perfect for us here. Which one's healthier right now? Either? Damn. You guys hurry up with killing that? Levels that RG. Ooh, level 100. Alright. I think these guys are screwed. I can't really even help here.
6.5 hours later.
It's gonna get aggro to something. We're on Carno fucking Island here. But after? No way that was after. Who cares? Who cares?
Well, that was chaotic. I almost froze overnight. 420 looks like he just took a bath in shurikens, 2 Rexes died, and somehow we have a solid female Rex knocked out. I flew out of render after giving her prime meat so that she would tame without an endless supply of assholes spawning in to grief me for a second time in 2 days. Here's the dilemma now that we pulled that off though. I need 2 Rexes, who are currently across the world from each other, to be within hand-holding distance of each other for breeding. Yes, the hands I'm referring to are Rex hands, so, you know, they need to be pretty close together. This trip is something that I'd have to deal with at some point, so I figured I might as well do it as soon as possible to get breeding going. It would also consist of swimming across an ocean of deadly threats with an oaf of a land dino, so this should go swimmingly. I'll shut up now. Luckily I got half a flak set of armor on the way over to One Punch Man out of a drop, so I'd be way tankier for this full map journey. I decided to path through the tundra instead of through the grasslands because I wanted to look for good direwolves on the way over. Peak efficiency!
Well, this trek up to Karno is going to be absolutely brutal.
I spent 10 minutes healing HP on One Punch Man with the raw meat, then started my journey. I'll save you the boredom.
Level 40, right? Heck, this would be huge. This is a great tame to bring along with us. Definitely torpor running. He's out. He's out cold. Nice. All right, let's kill this mammoth. Got some prime meat for the wolf. How much damage did we take? 3k again? Oh, I gotta heal up again. That was fucking 10 minutes of healing gone. Holy shit. I know I could type in prime, but it's way more satisfying doing this. Nice, nice. No-brainer name. He was trying to make me look bad with all those missed shots, so we're gonna name him after my brother. Really a no-brainer there. All right, let's keep moving. We've made it about 1/6 of the way. We've already been distracted once with a direwolf, but a excellent distraction to run into. Wolf's a dude, right? It is a dude. All right, we need a good level female direwolf. Female 135. Okay. Lock in fast. Lock in fast. That's our guy, right? Boy! Really? Boy. Jesus. Now I need a girl name for somebody that makes me look bad. Oh my god, I think I just am bad. Welcome back to the situation we're in here. They might knock out in the water, man. Get out of the water, you stupid prick. Please go to sleep. Please go the goddamn hell to sleep. We're on the hunt. 13 tracks or men. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nice. High priority now. What would be a funny name for this thing? Who's like the best woman's swimmer? You know, like we need like a good name for this thing. Who is the greatest woman's swimmer of all time? All right, somebody named Katie. Sounds good. We'll just name this Katie. Right.
Well, that trip went fantastically. A high-level male and female direwolf meant that I could now run every remaining cave on the map relatively easily once I got them together and bred them up. I'll get back to that in a bit though. First, we have to finish this journey. After I made it to the shore, I finally finished healing my Rex to prepare for the swim. This thing is super strong, but I'm not trying to recreate Titanic with my only hope of beating the game. I grabbed Hope to escort One Punch Man across the ocean, then crossed the water without taking a single tick of damage. Maybe this water's just safer than I initially thought. Once I was finally back, it was just a matter of getting the Rexes to a safe place to have some alone time.
Come along, Lady Rex. I'm here to save you. Wait, baby level 85 Rex? Where the fuck's the mother? We just claim this? That'd be huge. Holy shit. Alright.
This female Rex actually just saved me hours of time, so you know, that was helpful. Day 65 started with me finally breeding One Punch Man with the 2 female breeders, and realizing I had a serious problem. Actually hatching the eggs that Rexes lay requires specific temperature ranges between 32 and 34 degrees Celsius. That is in the 90s for Fahrenheit for all you eagle-loving Americans. Here's my dilemma. I cannot hatch these Rexes somewhere hot on the map and then walk them over to Carno Island every time. That would take forever. I needed every single Rex to breed with One Punch Man because One Punch Man has the best stats out of any creature I've ever tamed in a decade of playing Ark. Sometimes this game just forces you to be a eugenicist to succeed. Don't blame me, blame the game. Or Albert. This meant I had to hatch and raise the Rexes all here on Carno Island, and like I mentioned before, this island has the most insane temperature fluctuations in the entire game. I eventually got spreadsheets involved to figure this out fully, but for now, just add it to the list of problems that I'd never expect to run into in a million years. I farmed drops around the area with hope while I was waiting to see when Carno Island was at optimal Rex baby temperature. The best thing I got was a bunk bed. With this, I could finally respawn at my beautiful base. At 11:30 a.m. every day, Carno Island reaches 29 degrees Celsius. This is just enough heat to incubate the Rex eggs. While I was monitoring how long the island would be above this threshold, I made a long overdue base expansion. I was enjoying a peaceful afternoon until this asshole tried to clip farm.
What? What the fuck?
That distraction led to the Rex eggs losing a ton of health from it being too cold. Thanks, Carno. I flew around farming trash all day, then went back to testing the Rex eggs on day 66. It was during this that I learned a horrifying stat. There was only 4.5 hours per in-game day where the eggs could actually hatch. This meant that if I was optimally dropping the egg every day at 11:30 a.m., only to pick it up at 4 p.m., it'd take 3 days for the egg to hatch. Basically, I'd have to be within spitting distance of Carno Island every single morning, since every temperature window that I missed was time I couldn't get back. Naturally, I'm gonna fuck this up about half the time. The next thing I needed to do was get my wolves together to start breeding those ASAP. A couple of the 8 remaining caves on this map suck, so I'd need as many sacrifices as I could get.
Come on, Katie. Mission simple. Well, you're supposed to be good at swimming. That's like your entire name. The entire point. Now we need to go over to Ryan. We'll get Ryan, and then we're gonna group up. Okay, so what is better stats? Wow, Ryan is abso-goddamn-lutely slacking. That is crazy. He has better food, weight, and oxygen. And torpidity. Oh, that's awesome. Great work. Christ, Katie, and Ryan. At least one of you has gotten okay statistics, you fucking idiots. Ridiculous. All right, well, we got some meat, we got some levels. Nice. Let's move, quick.
Well, that was close. I used the Thyla to grab a ton of meat and then healed up the wolves. After that, I put them to work. Luckily, direwolves gestate babies instead of laying eggs, so there were no more temperature shenanigans to worry about. I grabbed meat for the baby during this gestation and realized that I was already missing one of my remaining 33 days for Rex raising. This kid was a greedy asshole and wanted cooked prime fish meat, but at least she got Katie's stats. Ryan's stats were horrible across the board, so anything that the babies got from Ryan was pretty much a loss. After giving Katie's firstborn daughter a lifetime supply of E. coli, I spent the rest of day 68 farming drops.
We're on a bit of an incline here, people. A bit of an incline. Black leggings and an electric pot. Oh man, that's great. And just for emphasis on how ass this is. Huh, it almost knocked out a bird. Cool. I just gave this guy a crazy high, now that I think about it. Like, this Pteranodon has never felt this way before.
Giving my bird a high was the most productive thing I did for the next 20 minutes. Katie's daughter was really low on HP, so I wanted to go get that Daedon tame out of the way for faster healing. I was right next to the tundra, so I figured it wouldn't take too long. When I was out searching, I stumbled into something way better than a Daedon.
135 female. Interesting. Level 5 Daedon right here. Are you that horrible? You're that horrible wolf from earlier. Die. I don't know where the 135 went, but I want to kill you right. right quick. We'll find that. I mean, it's level 5. Like, this is actually good. We just need a Daedon for breeding, for like healing purposes in the base. Saves so much time. All right, it's out. Nice.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get a pig that easily, but that was shockingly convenient. Hopefully this luck continues and nothing goes wrong to counteract this lucky development. Bit of a shame that I didn't get that 135 female wolf, but a win's a win. Alabama residents would approve of how this next wolf was conceived. The new one was a male, but it had better stats across the board than Ryan did, so Ryan will be lonely moving forward. Naturally, I named the new male breeder Ryan 2.0. After giving the unconscious data on raw meat, I went back to Carno Island to grab its saddle. This Rex breedline progress is every loading bar ever at 99%. It looks like it's almost good to go, but it's actually a goddamn mile from being ready. After killing an Argentavis that was attacking my base with zero whiffing or giving up involved, I had a bird-sized problem on my hands.
All right. I have an idea. I need to become a pro gamer. Which should not be too difficult for a gamer like me. I need to MLG get something out of the Color Corners' inventory. Oh, there we go. We got an Anki saddle out of his inventory. Now he should be able to follow me.
After redeeming myself for 70 days of whiffs with that MLG gaming, I made an incredible upgrade to the base. I've spent 3 months on this video. Please do it. The first 2 Rex eggs finally hatched. One was a female with good health and melee stats, and one was... Unfortunately, my 6-second walk back to base with the Daedon attracted 1 angry dog per second traveled. These wolves pulled up angry to my base and literally griefed Ryan 2.0 before kicking rocks. Absolutely unbelievable. You can't convince me that Ryan 1 didn't bribe these wolves to kill his heir. Killed his own son to get more action. What a dickhead. Well, my hands are tied. Ryan's gonna have to get what he wanted all along. I need more wolves! I did my best Batman impression, looking like a badass on this rock as the wolf babies gestated. Thankfully for me, Ryan 3.0 was born in this batch, so Ryan 1.0 was back to scheming in the corner, and my breed line was back to peak efficiency. Also, look at this cute pup. Love these little guys. Anyway, I couldn't waste any more time with the wolves. At this point, I'd missed a few days on the Rex hatching window, and those were gonna start adding up fast if that trend continued. Usually I procrastinate everything until the last minute, but unluckily for me, breeding Rexes is nothing like an engineering homework assignment. So if I keep going at the pace I've been going, this is about to be a 400-day long series. I swear if a drop doesn't have a Rex saddle in it at this point, the drop is just bad. I was so desperate for Rex saddles that I hallucinated the Uranio saddle being a Rex saddle. I need help. I farmed useless drops until the end of day 72. Here's the last drop of the day.
Nice, a second Rex saddle. That's huge. Okay, that's great.
On day 73, I decided it was finally time to grow a set and tackle Easy Underwater Cave. This cave has some dangerous threats like eels, but the main challenge of it was getting across the entire goddamn map. I had to swim around with Hope because I couldn't carry her across the map, and I definitely couldn't cryopod her. On the bright side, me and Hope haven't hung out in a while, so it was a pretty chill journey. One thing I didn't miss after getting 420 was walking through a jungle for 5 minutes to get primitive flak gloves out of a red drop. I made it to Easy Underwater Cave at the start of day 74. Hopefully I don't get stunned and die. I don't want to lose my best friend, and I definitely don't want to tame another underwater mount to retry this cave.
Something's gonna go wrong, man. I don't know. What a fucking Moza? What level is that Moza? I don't even know. There's a Moza outside Easy Underwater. We've been looking for a Moza. But low-key, that could be something we consider. Where the fuck is this artifact again? Right there. Okay. Check the area. I don't see shit. Give me that. Let's go. 0 time for fucking around, team. This was smooth. There was a Moza down here. There it is. Okay. I want to come back for this Moza. Just check what level it is at some point. But no rush. No rush at all. I'm still losing HP for some reason. I don't... Does Battle Tartar, like, drain HP? I don't know. It does. Battle Tartar makes you lose health.
That went perfectly. Got the artifact of the Brute, found a Moza that I definitely have use for later in the game during tribute hunting, and 3/4 of the way through the challenge, I have finally acquired 1 of the 10 artifacts. I went around the cold half of the map on the way back to test my luck, and I lost like half of my HP, but it took half the time to get there, so whatever. I cannot wait to have a spyglass again. I just like spyglassing stuff as I go. I think it's like an ADHD thing or something. I don't know if I have that, but like that's probably what it would be if somebody actually assigned it. Like, I just have like habits. Like if I see a creature that I would ever consider taming, I just tap middle mouse, which is what my shit is bound to. It's like being at a football game and not having a beer. You know? Well, Reform Jace made it almost 20 days without a beer joke. Not bad. The more I build this base, the more I just look like one of those crazy paranoid dudes living off on his own with random stuff everywhere. I mean, seriously, like, let's take a second and look at what's going on here. Spikes in the ocean, abstract furniture in the form of a water tank, a well-fortified sign, and a 2x1 with a bunk bed, broken air conditioning, and a smithy that I cannot use. What the hell? Somehow 75 days into farming drops, I was getting worse at it. Look at how much crap I brought along with me. I'm begging to get encumbered. At least my luck with loot is as good as always. It's also good that I now have enough dinos to store all the garbage these drops are giving me. Later on day 75, I came to a terrifying revelation. No, it's almost 11:30. We're gonna miss curfew. We're gonna miss Rex breeding curfew. Hurry! Hurry. Mammoth saddle. Alright. Sure. Don't need a Dodic blueprint. Can't use that. No! It's too late! Whatever will I do now? Oh god, it's horrifying. And it's 28 degrees is exactly when I can't do it. That's a thing. And we're out of stamina, and it's Carno Island, and that's a Carno, and that's a, and there's a, and that's a. I need to lock in. Ark also needs to lock in. So day 76 is when I had a major breakthrough. If I re-logged into the server, the drops on the map reset. This meant that if I didn't see a nearby red or yellow drop, I could just re-log. This would lead to new yellow and red drops spawning in, and would mean that I was always grabbing drops that could give me Rex saddles. I'd also stay closer to Carno Island with this new method of farming, so I'd hit every Rex window for breeding as well. Luckily, this game-altering discovery did not change my RNG. With this new strat in place, I finally hit a Rex window. Join me in welcoming my 2 new beautiful baby Rexes to the world. Oh, a male with good stats. A male with ad stats. Well, you can be fed. Let's go. Come here. You're gonna be part of our army, I think. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yo! Was I talking to you? Look at your stats, dude. I wasn't talking to you at all. What the fuck just... and we're out of ammo. Wow, this thing has some serious plot armor. Be helpful. Moving on. I got that one male Rex set to the side to give him some space. Poor dude just lost his brother. I can't imagine how traumatizing that must be for him. My epic relogging strategy netted me a Basilosaurus saddle from this yellow drop, which was awesome. Basilosaurus are an easy passive tame, stun immune, and essentially underwater. Definitely something I'd grab now that I can use it. My expanding army needed sustenance, so I went out on a meat run of all nearby assholes with one punch man. This meat run consisted of me failing to use the double barrel shotgun at range for the 4th time since I got it, and somehow still being surprised. This gun sucks at any range. Like, I'm close to that damn bird. Oh, come on, Jace. Jace! You just saw this not work 3 seconds ago! Jace! Jace! What the fuck? It's right there! I think the bullets disappear on this. Okay, that literally is on him. Add me and the double barrel to Fraud Watch. I was singing Sweet Caroline when Ark threw a curveball at me. I just went through the footage for 45 minutes to find where that crossbow came from. It actually didn't come from a drop, even though I checked all the recent drops I farmed 5 times. It came from the Alpha Carno I just killed during the meat run. So, you know, I guess this is a good time to explain how alpha creatures work. Alpha creatures are really important to the rest of this challenge. They're way stronger versions of pre-existing creatures in the game, untamable, and most importantly, they drop incredibly high tier loot. Now that I have a nearly unkillable tame, I could easily farm the alphas that spawn nearby for more drops like this. After the whiplash wore off from getting this Ascendant crossbow, Ark threw a philosophy question my way. Triplets.
Oh my god, triplets. Panic, panic, panic. When did triplets happen? Okay, stop. Stop. What the fuck happened? Seriously. I didn't even think there was ones that were hatching right now. Pause. Everything. There was at least a triplet in here. I'm accidentally imprinting things. Holy shit. Come on. Get 20 meat on everybody. 20 meat. 20 meat. Get your 20 meat here. These guys are just all stuck on each other, low-key. Let's just let them raise, whatever. What the fuck do I even do about this? Genuinely. What the fuck?
I was so lost for ideas here that I went and grabbed a red drop while waiting for the Rexes to grow up. I got a second Rhino saddle. If I got a few more of those Rhino saddles, I'd have to consider getting a breed line for them with my newly acquired Ascendant crossbow to save myself on the 19 Rex saddle requirement search. Eventually the Rex is fully raised, so I could test my final, last-ditch solution to this inexplicably stupid problem.
Dude, this is so lame, it's not even funny. What do I even do about this? Do I need to just choose 2 to kill? I think I just need to choose 2 to kill. Okay, is there any easy one to kill? They're all females. That sucks. You don't have the HP. You have the HP and the damage. You are definitely not getting killed. You are actually good. Let's name you just to get this. This is another female breeder. We have the health, damage. We might even have stamina on this thing. And you also have everything. We definitely need to kill one. You're also a female breeder, dude. What do I do? You're the shitter. Please tell me this fixes all the issues. For the love of fucking God.
It's moments like these that I wish I had cryopods. Ark sucks without cryopods. After acing that philosophy test, you guessed it, farmed a ton of terrible drops. I did manage to get a mind wipe tonic at least, which was helpful. After that, I bred up wolves for the rest of day 78 and into day 79. I gotta say these meat runs I'm doing on the Thyla for the baby wolves are leveling them up great. Someday this thing might even break triple digit levels. Once the meat was ready, I put that mind wipe tonic to good use. Alright, we mind wiped. Oh shit. Alright, let's get enough weight to carry everything without being encumbered. Let's just go 200. 200 is good. We had 20 fortitude. I'd like to reinstate that. Even though we do have better stuff now, it's just, I'd rather not be, like, encumbered. Stamina? Why even level stamina? Right? Fuck that. Let's just get a crazy amount of HP. I mean, I could literally be, I could have 1,000 HP on this character. Who's stopping me? 69. Okay, let's think. Do we want to do anything else before I just fully blow my load into HP? Maybe get a little more fortitude, maybe like 1 more point. I genuinely think like this is the move. 900. Get a little more weight for good measure, just in case. I don't want to mess anything up. I don't even know why I'm looking at this page, because I don't eat anything. Am I level 103? Holy shit. We've really come a long way on this challenge, guys. I'm proud of us. Well, now that I didn't need stats like stamina, becoming immortal with 900 HP felt fitting. So funnily enough, there was now even more preventing this ridiculously tedious breeding process. Randomly, Carno Island can just flip me off and double the temperature for a day. Day 79 was one of those days. I just had to dip and hope for the game to stop screwing me over tomorrow. I'm not built for that heat. I am not an average man from Florida. I way overestimated how long this guy is. Hold on. Rex saddle, Rex saddle, Rex saddle, Rex saddle. Rex saddle, yes! That is excellent news. Incredible.
I cannot move for the fucking life of me. This might be the last run, Hope. Stay tuned, people. We're about to find out if Hope is going to be a glorified storage box for the next however many days it takes to finish this godforsaken challenge, or if Hope's run ends here. The first real tame, the first, you know, big sign of progress. It all amounts to this. Easy underwater cave. Very, very easy for a Sarko like Hope. What can we bowl? What can we bowl? Nothing is stopping us now. Except for probably something. Nothing is stopping us now. Let's go. God, this is a horrible idea. Get some stamina back. We are hauling ass, team. Oxygen looking okay. It's looked better in the past, I will admit. Couple of Mozos. Never killed anyone though. Never killed anyone, especially a Sarko. Probably. I'd imagine they never killed a Sarko. I don't know. Down we go into eel hell. We're here. Looks like they front-loaded our spawns this time around. Here's what we do. We Black Ops 3 zombies these bitch. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, pick your poison. Like, I like them all. Actually, that's not true because there's like 7 of them now. But I like the first couple. Not gonna lie, we're hauling ass. Get me out of here. Good work. Good work. It's actually warmer down here. I should stay down here more often. Apparently the surface is the dangerous part. Well, as long as you don't get grabbed by a Tsuzo. You're good. Yeah, they gave us a ton of like Mozas and shit, but there's like no eels, which is pretty sweet. Good work, team. Easily handled. It appears that Hope, I don't want to jinx it, but it appears that Hope, our best friend, might make it to the end of the challenge with us. I know you were all rooting for this. Hope, I'm sure the fan favorite by now. Another artifact acquired. Another artifact acquired. We might not be able to craft, but we always will have hope. I think this thing got bit like 1 time the entire run. That was awesome. Barely got fucked with. That was great. Relogging, baby. Give me some better drops. I think that's a yellow. We'll go for it. I can't tell. It honestly might be a white drop. I think I'm colorblind, maybe. These things stupid? Well, surely having just pissed off Raptors is not going to affect me right now. And I'll be able to safely grab my drop and be on my merry way. Oh, Sabertooth. That's pretty cool. Get another shot at a Rex saddle here. Rex saddle. Rex. You know what? I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that item, actually. I have an idea. Ooh, a red drop on Kenway Island. Brilliant. The accent's back. We need a saddle. Wait, do I have a crossbow in my head? Yo, what is going on right now? I have officially broken this fucking game 1 too many times on accident. Dude, what are you doing? Fish out of water. You're gonna follow me. Yo! Suicidal fucking Hey! Call the help number, dude. Get a grip. Stop it. Don't do that. What are you doing? Why are we all walking around like fucking psychopaths? There is shark-infested water nearby. People, lock in. Dude. Did we get the trait just posted a YouTube video that got no views on this fucking Rex? Like, I understand being depressed, but like, I just missed the red drop. That's so stupid. I should not have missed the red drop for this. Eye on the prize, team. Eye on the prize. There's no way there's a baryonyx, right? Real cool. Time in this entire challenge we were able to cook food was with an industrial grill. I've never had a playthrough where I could say that sentence. Another Thyla saddle and a great black helmet. Nice. Oh shit. That is an insane weapon. 272, eh? All right. Hey, let's go. What are you doing?
So I renamed 420 after this incident. What the fuck? Double Diplodocus? You gotta be kidding me. Gotta say, Carno Island really mellowed out after I massacred the entire thing with a Rex. I just destroyed the entire ecosystem over here. Oh, C4 detonator! We finally got one! Boys, we all enter this cave, boys. I have a little bit of a last ditch plan in case things go wrong. Okay. But for now, we will not worry about that. Hopefully we don't need it. Men, at dawn we rise! At dawn we rise! Can I whistle follow on the Thyla? What if I whistle follow? And can you then make it into the cave? I would really like to have the Thyla in the cave. I was pretty sure that would work. I'm glad that it did. Because that I would not have cryopoded them out of the pool. And that would have been really annoying. There we go. Wow, we took so much fucking damage. Those were the first couple of Yetis, bro. It's absolutely cooked. Backup plan is being implemented. Did you just eat? Oh, we just ate the C4. That's absolutely not good. Fight out. Let's go. Yo, Uugo dying. Ryan, let's go. We're pulling Plan B. Plan B, people. Plan B. Ryan, need you to lock in for me, buddy. Okay. Not good. Not good. I can't get out of the water. What? Dude, do not tell me you made it in this. Dude, what the fuck? He actually made it in the cave after? What a dick. Like, how did you even get in here? This doesn't benefit me that you got halfway into the fucking cave and I can't get out either way. He's gonna be stuck in purgatory? I've been trying to figure this out for 2 in-game days. I've been trying to figure this out. Is that understandable to you? Because that's why you were tamed, right? Okay. Let's see. See if he answers here.
Yo.
You gotta look at this, bro. You're on video. So here's the situation, okay? Plain and simple.
Okay.
This Thylacoleo was stuck at the entrance over here. Like this. These fuckers didn't even follow me in. This here, they were stuck at. He was stuck, okay? Couldn't get in. Couldn't get in. I don't know, like whatever. I was like, whatever, I give up. He's not coming in, fine, right? So then I die down there, and then he's in, then he gets past that, and now he's stuck in here. And I'm sitting here saying, I think naked right now, I could run this entire cave if I could get this through here. But I do not know how to get this guy through here. Oh. He's stuck. He can't get through. He's fucking stuck. I can't get my fucking Thyla out. Either way. This is the dumbest shit of my life. This game is stupid. Get through the fucking entrance. I'm gonna die of cold.
Bro, there is literally enough space, which is the worst part. Like, there is enough space.
Enough. I've just been informed that a baryonyx can fit into that cave. How the fuck can a baryonyx fit into that cave and a Thylacoleo cannot fit into that cave? That genuinely makes no fucking sense at all. That makes 0 sense. How does that work? Where is the logic? The baryonyx is way taller. Ow! Yo, it's about fucking time we got that. You know what? 115 Rhino, female. That's absolutely worth taming. He can't make it up here, or she can't make it up here. Does this Rhino fall? Okay, that's good, I think. I think it's in a hole. That's fucking sweet. Galleys are kind of aggressive. I don't really want to fuck with it. Alright. Oh, that's actually good. Hold on. There's no way this Rhino makes it back up here. Right. And it's an Ascendant crossbow. Should probably be done soon. There you go. Alright. Nice, please. Good stats. Oh, 180, bro. That's so bad. 180 fucking melee. A level 10 and a level 30, making it look like a... Oh. You know what we haven't been lucky with? Sabertooth levels. We're going hands-on for this kill. You. Hey, Isaac. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Plan is very simple. We're just gonna celebrate how far we've come. No reason to get worked up over an ice cave failure. Look how... I mean, this is pretty impressive. 100 days of not being able to, you know, play Ark the right way. I feel pretty good about how we've done. I have a couple of goals. You know? The main one. Just to give everybody a nice little bonus. A little end of 100 days bonus here. Dave here, you've been a loyal storage box for a long time here, pal. Been a loyal storage box. It's the truth. You not have enough weight? Hold on. Here you go, pal. Take a beer. You can't drink it? What? Oh my gosh, it's a fucking nightmare. Hope, please tell me you can drink a beer. You deserve it, pal. Oh no. My entire strategy is failing. Is there only one man I can share a beer with on this island? Maybe one Punch Man. A Punch Man? You deserve it. You've worked hard. Oh my god, I can't give them beer. This is oh man. Everything's falling apart. Where is he? I forgot the pinpoint coordinates of this bloke. Where is he? Jets fam was an embodiment of hope. Oh, no. Unbelievable. I can't even reminisce correctly. There's 6 hours left in the day. Who am I gonna share a beer with? Where are the Calicatherium? All I see are Megatherium. Wrong Therium. Can't believe my goal has changed from drinking a beer with Jets fan at the end of all of this to avenging Jets fan. What a dark turn. It is day 100, and I'm still trying to do this bit. There it is. Whoa! No! This is it. Clearly a brother of Jets fan. Look at the color. Guys, listen, it's not Jets fan. We're across the map from where Jets fan was, but... Come on. It's still a red Calicatherium. It's still low level. Right, guys? It's pissed at me. Not cool, man. Oh, he threw fucking shit at me! Jets fan would never do that! This is moderately embarrassing for me. This is a fucking nightmare! Jets fan is gone. And this Calicatherium is even more f***ed up than the last one. Level 20, punching me in the face. Well, it's not as bad as being a Jets fan, but I would argue being a Giants fan is pretty bad. As a person in the metropolitan area. There we go. Pretty good team, guys. Can we please pose for the camera? Jesus Christ. Listen. Might not have been a perfect... It might not have been a perfect 100 days. I may have made mistakes. Top 2 comments will be the names for the rhinos. Like, clarify what gender you want the name to be for, because I think I got a male and a female. So I'll see you guys. Thank you. Peace.